All right, and welcome. I am going to show you how to build your very own evergreen YouTube marketing funnel so that you can attract your perfect leads on autopilot, warm them up into your dream clients who are your raving fans and promoting your business for you, all working 24/7 while you sleep. Now, this is after years of trial and error to get this done. I am so excited. Let me know where you're joining us from today in the comments. I will be checking in with you from time to time and answering any questions. So go ahead and leave those in and let's get started. So this is your evergreen YouTube marketing blueprint. We're going to turn your channel into a 24/7 client magnet without chasing trends or burning out. If you're excited, let me know. All right. So you're posting on social media nonstop, right? Because you realize that social media marketing is powerful, yet it's not paying you off, right? You're hoping that your posts will finally find the right clients, or you're tired of likes that just don't convert into sales. Am I right? And you don't want to spend a fortune on ads. I am so with you on that. You started your business for freedom, not to choose algorithms, right? What if your marketing could actually work for you instead of you always having to work for your marketing? That's what we're going to learn today. So let me just make this bigger for you. And here we go. So look, this was the moment that everything changed for me. In 2016, I ended up in a coma. I had pneumonia in both of my lungs, and my local hospital had put me in an isolation room because I could potentially be contagious. And they monitored me, but they did not have an ICU. Suddenly, my oxygen levels plummeted below 80, which was life-threatening. And the only way to save me was to put me in a medically induced coma, paralyze me, and intubate me so a machine would do the breathing for me. Apparently, I was told that this was the only way to help me. And at the time, and I was completely exhausted, my doctor told me what all this meant. And I apparently said to her, yes, thank you. Sleep would be great, because I've been exhausted. I have no recollection of that because I didn't get enough oxygen to my brain to actually form memories. So I have no recollection of my time in our local hospital. The coma was only supposed to last for a couple of days while they moved me safely, got me settled, and then brought me out of the medically induced coma and focused on healing me from the pneumonia. However, my lungs gave up. I was diagnosed with what is called acute respiratory distress syndrome. My lungs could no longer function on their own. I needed the machine to keep me alive. Unfortunately, when your lungs give up, they get hard and tight. And the machine was pushing against them to make sure I stayed alive, causing all kinds of cracks and scarring in my lungs. So I'm so blessed to be here. I was in that coma for 3 weeks. However, I woke up as a severely disabled lung person because of the way that they saved me. So, there's a trade-off. I'm okay with that because being here is more important. It does mean, however, that my life completely changed. So before my coma, I had been putting videos on my YouTube channel, not as a marketing, blueprint or a marketing system. I was putting YouTube videos on my YouTube channel for my members. I had a cake decorating business. I had a business helping parents raise money smart kids. And so I was using my platform way back in 2007 when I started it. Sorry about that. From time to time, I will need to just deal with my lungs. It's just part of who I am. And so I had been posting only as a platform to connect with my current members. I wasn't using it to attract new members to my funnels. I was trying all kinds of other ads and social media and blog posting on other blogs and all kinds of different things, but I never really noticed how important YouTube was. I did post videos as well on YouTube about online business, things I'd learned, mindset. Literally, my channel was a mishmash. It was like a quilt with all these different pieces. which completely confused the algorithm, of course. But back when I started YouTube, you didn't have multiple channels. You only focused on one channel, and then you would have playlists as your sub channels. I was also homeschooling my children, and so they were using my platform as well for their own videos. I'm going to share exactly what happened and how it made me realize the impact of YouTube and what it did during my coma. So even though I was literally completely asleep, fighting for my life in a coma, something amazing happened, besides the ultimate miracle that I survived. And that was when I woke up after dealing with the fact that I was now a severely disabled lung person, months of rehab. I literally woke up unable to do anything. My body had completely atrophied. I needed to learn how to breathe, how to drink, how to eat, how to speak, how to move, then how to walk. This is the first day when I was up walking for the first time, and I got to go to the bathroom on my own. That was huge for me. You have no idea the appreciation I have for nurses, and this lovely nurse kindly posed for this photo with me. So during this time, I wasn't on my business. I had no physical ability to do anything for my business. I seriously thought my businesses would be dead. I mean, I wasn't putting any effort in, so nothing would be coming out of it. I never realized what I'd accidentally done right with just a handful of the videos that I posted on my channel. And not all of them, mind you, like literally just a handful of them were doing something incredible. Those videos were actually attracting my ideal leads and bringing them into my funnels and warming them up into excited buyers. I was making sales while I was literally fighting for my life in a coma, and all the months afterwards of rehab, while I was not on a computer, when I was finally strong enough to get on and I opened up my laptop and looked at my channel and my stats and my business, I was completely shocked to find that because of those handful of videos on YouTube that I had accidentally done something right with, I had been earning passive recurring income month after month after month while I was incapacitated. It wasn't much, mind you. It was definitely not enough to pay the bills. It was just a couple $100s, but it was a couple $100 consistently every single month that I no longer had to work for. And that got me incredibly excited, because one of the hardest moments in my journey was when my doctors told me that with my disability, I would most likely never work again. But you don't say that to an entrepreneur. You don't say, sorry, you're done. You don't say that to an entrepreneur. I was not going to accept that. I said, I will find a way. Entrepreneurs find solutions. We deal with problems, but we don't let them take over, and we find solutions. And so when I saw what I'd accidentally accomplished on a handful of those videos, it gave me so much hope. It completely changed my mission. I was no longer able to bake and decorate cakes. I physically could not do it anymore. I still can't do the cooking. I try. Once in a while, I try. This week, I decided to try making dinner, and it completely wiped me out. Any changes in the air completely wipes out my lungs. You can't hear it, but I have a fan going right now, blowing at me so that I can breathe and be here with you. And after today's live training, I will need to rest, and I will not be able to do anything tomorrow. It just takes that much out of me. So when I saw that these handful of videos, they kept providing for me while I wasn't able to, and I could no longer decorate cakes. I didn't have the energy to continue working on helping parents raise their money smart kids, because it just involved too much of my time, physical effort. And my children had already gotten older, so it wasn't the passion anymore. My passion was, I need to find a way to figure out what I'd accidentally done wrong so I could do more of it, but intentionally. And then maybe maybe I could share that with other like-minded entrepreneurs so that no matter what happens in your life, you can set up a system like this for yourself as well. And that gave me so much hope. So this is my YouTube channel, and I'm going to take you through the journey of it. You can see how it started off with hardly anything, a little bit of movement, then went crazy, and then it's gone back down again. I want to share what's going on here because this is something that is going to change how you use YouTube, and it's going to give you the same hope that I had when I realized what I'd done accidentally. So in the beginning there, you can see I uploaded my first ever video in 2007, right? Nothing really happened until about 2012 when I started earning ad revenue. Now, when I started my channel way back in the day, you didn't have to apply to the YouTube Partner Program. You just ticked a box saying, yes, I'd like to join. Thank you very much. And I earned nothing for the first couple of years, like nothing, zero, nada. And then one day, suddenly, I earned 20 cents. And I got so excited because, again, I'm an entrepreneur and you'd think, okay, 20 cents, it's really not that exciting. But it was 20 cents on something that I had done one time and I never worked on it again. So what was it? I uploaded this video, and you'll see it in a little bit, called How to Bake a Cake. And I had accidentally done a bunch of things correctly, which I will cover today so that you will know what you can do on purpose, intentionally, instead of hoping and praying that you'll accidentally get it right and get your videos ranking in the top search results and warming up your perfect leads into hot buyers. So I uploaded that video. It cost me 3 hours of my time and $20 approximately for the ingredients to bake that cake. I set up the recorder, I baked the cake, I edited the video. Actually, I had my ex-husband edit the video for me. We just threw up a couple of ingredients on the screen for them, the amounts, the measurements, very minimal, and uploaded it. And that took about 3 hours total. And I hadn't realized what I had done. And we just put it up there and forgot about it. But then 2 years later, it earned 20 cents. It only cost $20 to make. And what was really cool is that the next month, it earned 20 cents again. And then again, and again, and again. And it did this for a long time. And I was so excited because I thought, well, it's just a numbers game. If I make enough of these videos, they'll all add up and I could create enough income to take care of us. Now, obviously, it would take a lot of videos at 20 cents each. But then something really cool happened. My friend Jason Moffat, on his Facebook, he put out this challenge to us. And he said, what if we posted one video every single day for 90 days? And I was like, oh, yes, I want to do this challenge. This is exciting. And my kids were excited, and we were homeschooling them, and we did unit studies. And I knew that if I offered this opportunity to them to also join the challenge, and they would make a video every single day for 90 days, we could do math lessons and language lessons and video scripting and editing, and you name it. It would be an amazing experience. So not only did I decide to post one new video every single day for 90 days, we ended up posting 3 new videos every single day for 90 days on my channel, and in all kinds of niches. Not knowing what we were doing, accidentally doing a couple of things right because I'd already accidentally had a couple of notions that just made logical sense to me, and I'm going to share them with you. So I want you to get excited. And no, you do not have to post a video every single day for 90 days. I did this. You get to use me as your guinea pig. You get to learn from me and what it did. And as you can see, up until my coma, what that 90-day challenge did is it triggered the algorithm. The algorithm is that system behind the scenes that understands what your video is about, who it's for, and then promotes it for you. All right, on autopilot, at no expense to you. It is the coolest thing ever. it triggered the algorithm because, and this is key, I would never, ever, ever suggest you start a channel and have it focused on a ton of different niches. But we did something that we didn't realize we were doing that made it still work for us. So we posted 3 videos every single day for 90 days. And yes, it was cake decorating and financial literacy for kids and mindset and goal setting, and I'm using this software and I'm using that software, right? Affiliate programs. I like this book. And then my daughter was doing Barbie videos and my other daughter was doing Minecraft videos, and they were creating this video series just about their stuffed animals and all kinds of things. However, what we did do is, even though in total we probably had 7 or 8 different niches, completely unrelated niches, we consistently kept posting videos about all of these different niches. So even though they were all different, there were many, many videos on each of those niches. And that triggered the algorithm. And suddenly my channel became the authority in Barbie and Minecraft and cake decorating and mindset and teaching kids about money. It was crazy. And again, I didn't really understand what was going on. I just was excited to show my kids that they can now earn passive recurring income from ad revenue on their videos. And again, it was only pennies. But when that challenge ended and that triggered that system for the next, what was it here, 13 to 14, 16. So the next 2.5 years, I consistently earned, just on that how to bake a cake video, instead of 20 cents every single month, I was earning $20 every single month, which completely blew my mind because it had only cost me $20 to make the video, right? And now I was getting 100% ROI every single month after that. I've never made a cake before that paid me every single month afterwards. It was unbelievable. And so then I took that and I started making videos showing how to decorate cakes, because people would always say to me, Amanda, your cakes are beautiful. You should go in and have a cake business, a cake decorating business. And I'm like, are you crazy? Do you know how much work that is and how little you earn per cake? Like, that's a lot of work for a very little return, because I was an entrepreneur and I love passive income. But I noticed this and I thought, well, if I do a bunch of these videos and then they pay me every single month, that can add up and that becomes passive recurring income. So I was very excited by this. And again, it was small, but it was something I knew I could build. And then the coma happened and everything changed. And I didn't have the energy to do this anymore. So all of those videos, the ones that were up, the handful that had gotten the traction and that were earning ad revenue. I was earning book sales on my Amazon books. I was earning sales from my membership, my courses. I was also earning affiliate commissions, right? So I was earning all these different things, only totaled up a couple $100 a month, but it was something I wasn't having to do. And it gave me that hope after my coma that maybe if I really dove in, since I literally could do nothing else, and learned how the algorithm worked and how the buying psychology worked, maybe I could do it intentionally, on purpose, and have every new video that I post rank, attract the perfect lead, warm them up into my dream clients. And that's what I did. For the next couple of years, I dove really deep into YouTube SEO, which is search engine optimization, which again is just letting the search engines know, the algorithm know what your video is about, who your video is for, and learning how to keep viewers watching and being engaged, giving those engagement triggers, giving likes, giving comments, staying all the way to the end, and taking action on my calls to action, going to sign up for my free lead magnets, going to buy the affiliate products I promoted, going through my funnels and buying my own products and services. And it gave me hope. And so this is where I started testing SEO. I still wasn't strong enough to start recording new videos. I went back to my old videos and everything that I was learning. I started changing the titles and the descriptions and the tags and the comments and the playlist. I started doing all kinds of things. And then you can see this testing period. It would trigger the algorithm. Then I would make a change and it would immediately drop until it triggered the algorithm. And then I'd make another change to test the next thing and it would drop. And then it would trigger the algorithm again. I was never disheartened by the drop because I knew each change was either going up, or if I made a change and it stayed steady or it went down, I went back to the original and then I'd make the next test and it would go up. And if it went up, all right, then we test the next thing. And I became my own guinea pig on the videos that were already on my channel. The only videos I really started to share were my coma stories because I suffered extreme PTSD and I needed an outlet, and there wasn't really a place to share. I was very, very lucky to survive. I was given roughly about a 20% chance of survival. They told me they did not have rehab for me because most people with what I went through never left the hospital. So they put me in a COPD clinic, which was the closest they could compare it to, which I'm so grateful for because I did learn how to use my lungs so much better. But it gave me a chance to create a community and actually make a difference in these people's lives. I shared things like my salt inhaler and how it helps me, and earn commissions on Amazon from that, for example, right? And then this happened. I'm pretty sure you are aware of what this is, right? COVID hit. And guess what? Still just talking about that how to bake a cake video. It went absolutely crazy. So by this time, during all that SEO testing and changing, it went from earning $20 a month to consistently earning roughly $100 a month from one video that took 3 hours to make and only cost me $20 one time. Years previously was now earning me consistently $100 every single month, give or take 97, 110, right? Give or take. COVID hit. My video was primed. It was in the perfect position. It had all the perfect SEO. It had all the warming tactics that I'd accidentally done correctly inside the video. And it was in the perfect position to take off when suddenly nobody else could actually leave. Nobody could go out and buy a cake to celebrate a birthday or an anniversary or a wedding or whatever, graduation. Suddenly, home baking was the only option. And most people had never really been taught how to bake a cake, which conveniently was the title of my video. I had called it How to Bake a Cake. And inside it, when I opened it up, I said, welcome. And today I'm going to show you how to bake a cake. And at the end, I was like, and that is how to bake a cake, right? And so on and so on. And so because it was primed, guess what happened? That one video alone, just that one video alone, started earning consistently for month after month after month, $300 to $400 every single month, just in ad revenue, right? And my mind was just like, yes, I have a mission. I can do this. I can create more of these. I can teach this to other people. And that's when I changed the focus of my channel. I no longer was going to focus on cake decorating because I just didn't have the effort to do it. I wasn't going to focus so much on teaching children about money. It would still be there, and I would still funnel the right people to it. Same with the cake videos. But it wasn't my primary focus. My primary focus was now teaching you all of these business lessons so that you could prepare yourself in case life decided to knock you down. Life has a habit of doing that to us from time to time. If I'm right, let me know in the comments and say, yes, I have been hit by life once or twice, And so my channel authority started to switch around, and I became known for online business, online marketing, evergreen marketing, right? YouTube marketing. And at first, I just started promoting affiliate products for the programs I was using to run my business. And I got so good at it, I was outranking the companies. Like, for example, if you were to type in Jeff Walker product launch formula, you see my videos before you even see Jeff's videos in most cases. same goes with Groove and with Kartra, like all these different platforms and these different mentors of mine, because I understood YouTube SEO and engagement for longer watch times and how to warm those buyers to take action. I was outperforming them. I'll show you some of my rankings in a moment, but it dropped the income on my channel and the views on my channel in relationship to what it used to be, right? Because it was all these different niches, and they still rank. They literally still rank today. That how to bake a cake video is still in the top position after 15 years of being on YouTube. And it's only because of what I learned. It's incredible. And so I started to rebuild, but I knew I'm not going to worry about metrics, about vanity metrics. I'm not going to worry if my videos aren't getting millions, like that how to bake a cake video had over 6 million views. If my video only had 30 views, only had 100 views, only had 1,000 views, but it was converting those leads, adding them to my email list, warming them up to make sales, then that was worth it. Then I was attracting only my perfect clients and saving myself and the algorithm a ton of headaches by knowing exactly who to go for or to go after. And now my channel is rebuilding in this new trajectory because now the algorithm understands I rank for YouTube marketing. I rank for evergreen marketing. I rank for online business, for how to start an online business, how to grow a YouTube channel, right? All those things that are now related to what my passion is empowering you to build your own evergreen YouTube funnels so that you can attract those perfect leads on autopilot and convert them into buying customers that are the kind of customers you love, the ones that don't drag you down, that don't wear you out, but the ones who become your raving fans and they promote you because they love and value you so much. And that's what I want for you. So I wanted to share this journey with you because I've learned a lot and I can be your guinea pig. So here are a handful of my rankings on YouTube. So at the top there, you can see my how to bake a cake video and all those green icons next to the key tags show the positions of where I rank for each of those. You can also see it's in multiple different niches. I've got the children's videos down below for financial literacy. I've got the cake videos. I've got videos there for mind movies, for Groove, for Kartra, for cryptocurrency, because there's a cool crypto thing I really enjoy doing for passive income as well. So like all these different niches, but because I know how to set them up, I have the luxury now to upload pretty much any video I want. However, I am strategic and I only promote or upload videos that make sense for my perfect viewers, right? For you. If it's not going to help you, I'm not going to upload it anymore. I don't want to confuse the algorithm anymore. I don't want to confuse you. I want you to have the support you need. So this is just a handful. And the really cool thing is, this didn't just work for me. This worked for my students too. So after I did, figured this out and started testing it on my own channel and on my videos and my children's videos, I took on my very first alpha student, Connor Hebel, and his mom, Christine, because I wanted to prove that this could work on any channel, even if it was just starting from scratch, right? And in any niche at all. Because it was just a logical pattern, a logical system. It wasn't difficult, it was strategic. And they were very excited because they'd seen what had happened on my channel. So they dove in and they became just obsessed with how well this was working. So this is Connor. He went from struggling teen to YouTube ambassador. Like literally, he is now asked to be on stage teaching what he's learning and what he's doing on his channel and what he's doing with his business to inspire other entrepreneurs. He's also attracting the right customers into his ecosystem, his business system. So Connor started Island Microgreens. It started as Amelia Island Microgreens. And his story is amazing. So Connor is now like 21 years old. He started his business when he was 13 years old. He started his business because he suffered from autoimmune issues that were so severe that he couldn't even stand the feeling of cloth on his skin. He couldn't go to school. He was, struggling so badly that his doctor put him on a very strict diet for 1 year, removing pretty much everything. And he lived pretty much solely on proteins, on meat and vegetables. And as part of the healing journey, he became aware of and started growing and eating microgreens. And that was a powerhouse of the nutrition he needed to start healing his body. And so he got really excited by this. And then he thought, I want to help other people. So, he started it at just 13. He started going to farmers markets and going to grocery stores, selling his microgreens. And then his mom reminded him, I thought your mission was to empower other people to grow their own food, right? And to nourish their own bodies. So he switched his gears as well and went from growing microgreens and selling the microgreens to building the microgreen growing kits and selling those so that people could then grow their own microgreens, and offering seed and soil monthly refills so that he could build a passive recurring income from his business. I'm so proud of him. And he knew when he saw what was going on YouTube, he knew that this is what he wanted to do and that this would have power. And it has had such an effect on his business. So he shifted again from selling just the microgreens to now these trays, which meant he needed to teach people how to do these things. So he began at markets again, selling one-on-one first. Most people didn't even know about microgreens. So he would spend roughly 10 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes just introducing them to the concept before them even being slightly interested in wanting to do something like that for themselves. So it took a lot of effort one-on-one. As he says here, let me just remove myself so you can see. And that is, the whole point of this is that by using a YouTube channel, he could start to educate, nurture, excite people to then be the natural next step to get the kit and sign up for the refills. Instead of having to spend 20 minutes just to possibly get one client, he could now speak to millions with only little effort. And that is what I want for you. Here are some of his rankings. He outranks so many other microgreen companies for so many things, and he's currently totally rocking it in the pet division as well. So he does microgreens for humans, but he does microgreens for your pets, for your cats, for your Jurassic reptiles, right? And so I'm so proud of him. He has been such a rock star. And because it worked so well for Connor, I decided this past year to open up my program and take in 10 beta students. I want you to meet a few of them. This is Paul Briley. So he is the owner of Medfire Media. He went from stuck to a strategic momentum. He was so excited. This is his channel. And what Paul does is he helps professionals in the, cosmetic industry, as far as like doctors and dentists and that industry, make sure that their reputation online is absolutely top notch so that one bad review doesn't kill their business, right? So it's making sure it's all good news for their businesses, because when their customers come in and then they do a search, you want to make sure that they see the good things, right? So Paul had tried again and again to build something meaningful, but kept stalling. Something was holding him back. He would start projects with excitement, and then he would get overthinking and get lost in perfectionism, right? When he simply decided to focus his attention and just use the system I had taught him, I promised him, I said, look, perfect is not done. Just get the system up and going, attracting your perfect leads, warming them up to the sale. You can make it perfect later. All right. And so he was excited to finally have a system that he could understand, but also actually implement. It wasn't difficult. It was strategic. It made sense. And it was empowering. And it was something that he felt he was giving tremendous value for. He says here, and again, I'll remove myself. Incredibly proud of Paul and what he has accomplished. Here are some of his rankings. And the coolest thing is, and I'll talk a little bit more about this as well, but Connor and Paul, myself, my children, all of the other students were not only ranking in the top search results on YouTube, we are ranking on the top search results on Google and Bing and AI searches as well. This is huge. And I'll explain more how that works in a moment. This is Tui, and she teaches English to Vietnamese as a second language. She went from uncertain to unstoppable. My gosh, Toi is absolutely a rock star. She just pushes through. I think she went through the entire program in 1 week. She is such a rock star. And that's the cool thing, is that you can learn this strategy. If you need time, you can go at your own pace. But if you can learn quickly, you just pop through it at your own pace. And so she was super excited. So she started unsure what videos to create, how exactly to attract her perfect students, how to warm them up into actual people who would want to have her tutoring and her lessons. She wanted her channel to look professional so that she would reach the right learners, right? And not have the students that would drag you down and deplete your energy, but have the ones that were seeing the success and then promoting her service to other students who would see more success again. And her channel transformed, and they started watching longer. She started getting more signups on her email list. She started making more students, and she was very excited. Here are a couple of her rankings, again, on YouTube and on Google for free using this strategy. Many of you may recognize this lady, Donna Fox. She has been a dear friend of mine for, gosh, over 15 plus years now, and a mentor of mine with online business. Recently, so she was one of the co-founders of Groove Funnels, and recently she started her own art channel. Now, she didn't have a product yet, but she knew her passion was creating art and supporting other artists. And she knew she wanted to take her passion for art and her knowledge in the business world to help artists get their artwork out there. So she knew she wanted to build a channel to attract the right leads, even though she didn't yet have a product or a service or affiliate products. And so she came to me to make sure that she could set it up right so that she could build her tribe. And as soon as she was ready with the right product, with affiliate referrals, with her own courses, she would have the right people there. And so she began applying this clear system. And oh my gosh, she ranks so well in the top search results for a ton of different searches like Inktober and urban sketching and Mori months, which is something she created, which is really cool. And if you ever get a chance to watch, I highly recommend it. It's like diary, but then with art daily to remember your special moments in your life. It's absolutely incredible. I always look forward to her videos. Her excitement returned. She'd been burned out in the online world, and being able to embrace her art world and then see subscribers joining daily, the comments, she actually made like a new best friend from her video, right? Oh, I forgot to tell you, Connor. Oh, sorry, I just got hair on my eye here. Connor not only ranks well, attracts us perfect leads, makes sales because of his YouTube channel. When you're doing this, you build your authority. And one of the things that happened to me when I first started, this is before the coma, this is just when I was doing the teaching kids about money and the fun cake decorating ideas, I would get asked to be on summits and online podcasts. And I was asked to be featured in newspapers and on TV shows. And I was asked to be a speaker at a college and for a teens workshop. All these different things happened because of my YouTube channel. I wasn't doing any PR. They found me because I was ranking in those different niches. I still remember the day that Disney Radio called me. We were traveling. We were in a motel room. My cell phone rang and I said hello. Well, I actually said, good afternoon, because that's how I was raised to answer the phone. And they said, yes, is this Amanda? And I said, yes, Amanda speaking. Amanda, we would like to ask you to be a guest speaker for Radio Disney. And I was like, this has got to be a crank call, right? No way, no way. Yes, this is Radio Disney Seattle, and we would like to have you as a guest speaker this coming Thursday morning for an hour guest speaking gig on their radio. I nearly fell off of my chair. I was so flabbergasted. And when I spoke to them later and I said, like, how did you find me? They said, oh, I saw some of your videos on YouTube. I had this like cartoon teaching kids about money and the 6 magical piggy banks. And that's how they found me. And that's what happened to Connor. And that's what's happening to Donna and to all of the students who are going through this. With Connor, he started applying for grants for his business because he wanted to take the plastics out of the packaging to help reduce the footprint his business was causing on the earth, right? To be more eco-friendly. And he applied for these different grants. And he actually received the grant for FedEx to help reduce the plastics. So they paid to help him change up his packaging so that it would be eco-friendly. And they said it was because they'd seen his channel, how professional, they knew he was serious about what he was doing. He was making a real impact. And that was the deciding factor. It also opened doors to collaborations. Petco was interested in having his Meow Greens and his Jurassic Greens for their pets, right, in their store. So having your YouTube channel, it not only attracts your perfect lead, warms them up into your dream clients, but it opens the doors to so much more. That is also why Connor is now constantly asked to be a guest speaker on stages for other entrepreneurs, because he's such an inspiration as a teenpreneur of what he's doing, right? And so Donna has already started feeling that essence as well. And like I said, she now has like a best friend from one of her viewers who reached out, connected, they did art together. And it's just incredible what this can do. Can you see what's happening here? So here are some of her rankings. And like I said, Donna ranks for all these different search phrases in the art world. And it's been such a pleasure. And she's only been doing this for a couple of months now. And she said, let me just go back here so I can show you, and I'll just remove myself. So proud of her and for what she has accomplished so far. And she's only at the very beginning of her journey on YouTube. So now that you've seen what's possible, I want to show you exactly how this blueprint works, because I want you to be able to take this information and build your own evergreen YouTube funnels to attract your perfect leads. Push away the ones that are not perfect for you so they don't mess up your algorithm for you. Warm them up so they become your best dream clients. Again, whether it's your own products or services or affiliate products, this works. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to rank your videos fast on YouTube and Google, even if you're starting from scratch, right? So even if you're starting from scratch like Donna did, starting it off the right way will propel you forward. We're going to attract your perfect leads. We're going to turn your videos into evergreen funnel systems for you, so they work for you on autopilot 24/7, no matter what you're doing, whether you're building your business, whether you're sleeping, whether you're spending quality time with your friends and family, making memories, right? That you can put into those Maury months that Donna teaches on her channel. We're going to simplify the whole marketing process. See, one of the things as a severely disabled lung person, I can't do what I used to be able to do. My mind thinks I can. And then I feel so depressed when I don't get to actually achieving everything my mind feels it should be able to achieve. Because my mind still thinks I am who I was before my coma, that I still have the physical ability I had before my coma. And so it is hard. It is very hard. I suffered severe PTSD, severe ICU psychosis nightmares during my coma and recovery, severe physical issues. Like I literally have my feet up on a ball right now because if my feet sit down low, I would pass out. I develop what's called POTS. I need to have walls close by, things close by. I lean on my table because my heart and pulmonary function are simply not strong enough to constantly push the blood back. And that is why I find other ways. I don't let it stop me. And if I can do it, you certainly can do it, no matter what you're dealing with, because we're all dealing with something. We're going to teach you today how to build real trust with your perfect leads so that you become the natural solution as soon as they're ready to take action. They take action through you, through your recommendations, through your programs, through your products. You'll see the exact system I've used and how to make it your own. I'm super excited. And quick housekeeping, you don't need to take any notes, but please silence your phone. Give yourself some focus time because we're going to dive deep into the scale of what you need to do to make the algorithm happy and to make your viewer want to buy. All right. So give yourself this time. Close any of the other tabs. Turn your phone on silent. Tell anyone around you to just give you the time and space right now. Stay engaged. Comment in the comments. It will help you retain the information more. And don't worry about taking notes because I have you covered. And I promise this time that I'm going to spend with you is going to be worth every single minute for you. So your gift is, you don't need to take notes. You don't need to take screenshots. I will give you the entire blueprint at the end of this presentation just to thank you for taking the time for yourself and your business and being here with me. And that means you can just focus. You can just focus. You can just comment and help those memories stick. And then after the presentation, I will put in the comments the link to the blueprint so you can just download it and then you can go through it at your own pace and then start using it for your own evergreen YouTube funnels. Does that sound fair? If that sounds fair, write fair in the comments and let's get started on this. So here we go. Before I teach you this, so who am I, right? Who am I? Why should you even care what happens to me? Well, as you know, I've spent over 15 years now on YouTube, right? Growing over 7 million views. I have over 50,000 subscribers on my channel. So I must know a thing or two about what works and what doesn't. And I really know what doesn't. And now I also know what does. And I'm one of the few, very few YouTube entrepreneurs out there who rank in multiple niches, like completely unrelated niches, not something I would ever recommend. Definitely the hardest way to go about it. But because of my lungs, I just don't have the focus and the time and the physical energy to have multiple channels. So for right now, I am focused entirely on this, which is why you saw it readjusting my channel so that it could re-understand who to send my videos to. And yet those other videos, they still rank. They still show up for those perfect people. The algorithms are getting smarter, right? But I'm going to show you how to do it so that it's faster. So it doesn't take you 15 years. You can be faster like Connor and half a year later have a funnel working for you. Does that not sound good? That sounds really good. Like I said, I've been featured on Radio Disney, Rogers TV. I was asked to be a guest write-up in the Costco's Connection magazine here in Canada. It went over so well with their readers that they called me to ask permission to reprint the article in their American Costco's Connection magazine. How amazing is that? Like, I didn't ask. Again, I didn't do any PR. It was only because of my videos that these companies reached out to me, that all these other entrepreneurs reached out to me and asked me to be guest speakers on their summits. I am often a guest speaker for Mike Filsame for teaching online business. I've been a guest speaker for Paul Murphy, who also teaches affiliate marketing, right? And so not just in the cake field, not just in the teaching money about, or parents of kids about money field, but also in the online business space, which is my passion. Today, after suffering a life-threatening, like I'm literally lucky to still be here, I want to make it mean something. And I want to help you prepare yourself so you have something in place no matter what happens in your life. That is my mission. If I can build a channel that works for me through literally every season of my life, then I'm pretty sure you can do this too. Okay, so why YouTube? Why not Pinterest? Why not Instagram? Why not TikTok or X or Facebook or LinkedIn, right? Why YouTube? The reason is all the other social media, except perhaps Pinterest, everything just goes down in the feed. You post and it gets lost. People go to those platforms because they want connection. They want entertainment. They don't go to those platforms to find solutions to their problems. They go to Google, they go to YouTube. Sometimes they'll go to Pinterest to find their solutions to whatever the problem is that they want to solve. And the really cool thing is Google owns YouTube. So guess what happens when you search how to bake a cake and videos come up? Guess whose videos get listed at the top of the search rankings, like above all the other searches that people pay ad revenue for, or ad costs rather, for to get ranked? We rank above those because Google owns YouTube, and they like making money. They like earning ad revenue for themselves. So they're of course going to promote their own videos over any other video platform out there. Next time you do a search, pay attention. The top search results are always YouTube videos. You'll see a video on LinkedIn or Wistia or whatever, right? In video, very occasionally. All the top ones are always YouTube because Google owns YouTube. It wants people to stay on their platforms, either on YouTube or on Google, so they can make ad revenue. That is their purpose. And that is cool. We can use that because the really cool thing is, as long as we give their algorithms what they need and their viewers what they're wanting, and we're getting them to watch more than one of our videos, keeping them on the platform, and better yet, we're even driving people who are off of the platform onto their platform, then they will promote your videos above everybody else's for free. On top of that, they'll actually pay you for that. So you build a business, you build an evergreen YouTube funnel that attracts your perfect lead, warms them up into your perfect dream clients, and you can earn ad revenue on promoting your business. Now, I don't turn it on in every case. That's something I teach my students as well. There are times you don't want them to be distracted by the ad. But how cool is that? What other marketing system out there pays you to market your business? Like, this is huge. This is absolutely mind-boggling. And so that's why I focus on YouTube. Now, I use other social media intentionally. I don't spend time on them. I don't waste worrying about how beautiful and professional and how engaged they are. I use them only to create backlinks. So links that are not on YouTube that go to YouTube. So I promote my videos, my YouTube videos, on those other channels to promote my YouTube video. It is absolutely beautiful. And it is so nice and streamlined. It's not going to take you hours to get this done. You can actually focus on your business and build a system that is easy to manage, right? And that's what we want. We don't need more work. We need systems that actually work for us. And because of my lungs, I really had to focus on that. It became my priority. Everything I create must continue to work for me going forward and must be absolutely doable, even on my worst days. And I have those. Tomorrow will be one of them after I do this live stream. But that's okay. So most businesses do burn out on social media. They rely on random content instead of a proven system, right? Random videos and posts that never get discovered, constantly posting, which is exhausting, no clear strategy, no traction. The key is we need to create searchable, binge-worthy videos that attract your perfect leads and keep you working for you long after you publish. So this is when everything clicked, right? I finally had a system that worked. No more guesswork, no more burnout, which was huge. It was a simple evergreen system. It brought consistent leads and income. It gave me freedom to step away when needed. My wife went through cancer last year. I was able to be there with her through all of her treatments, right? She was able to be with me through all of my coma. Now, that was not because of our evergreen systems. Back then, it was because she'd been laid off. And that's the thing. Jobs are not secure. My wife got laid off twice after 10 years for each company. not because she wasn't great, but because one company downgraded and the other company probably, and again, this is speculation, wanted to be able to fill her position for a much lower rate because she'd had 10 years of building up her salary, right? Again, speculation, but backed by things that we saw. The point of this is that the only security we have is building our own things. Now, that doesn't mean you need to quit your job right away, but you can build this on the side, right? And if you're an entrepreneur already building your own business, then you know you just need a system that's going to work for you. So you have the time to build up your products, to make them perfect, to really give your clients the time and the energy they deserve, right? You need those good, satisfied clients. It's a sales team that silently works for you 24/7 behind the scenes. So this is the balance. Okay, so this is super exciting. It's not difficult. It's not brain, rocket science, right? But if you don't get one of these two right, it's simply not going to work. Trust me, I know, right? You need to give the algorithm what it needs. So I'm going to tell you exactly what to give it. And you also need to give your leads exactly what they need. So you're building trust. They feel like they know you. They really like you because you're always giving them so much value. They trust you. You become their natural next step to buy. When they're ready to solve the ultimate problem they want to solve, you will be the one they will want to buy from, whether it's your own product or service or the affiliate product that you're promoting, because they know you actually care about them. This is not about, pretending to help people. Like, you literally, seriously have to want to help them, and you're actually going to help them. That's when you get that magic. So I'm going to go and break down both sides for you. Again, you don't need to take notes. You will get all of this at the end. So this is just, again, a little recap. The algorithm needs to understand what your YouTube videos are about so that it can decide who to show your videos to, because it wants viewer satisfaction. It wants to keep viewers on the platform. And the only way to keep viewers on the platform so that it can keep earning ad revenue is to make sure that it only offers the videos that it thinks you're actually going to enjoy. Because if you're not going to enjoy it, you're going to get frustrated and you're going to leave. It doesn't want that. So we need to give the algorithm the information it needs, be really clear so it knows who to show your video to. But we also need to know how to keep those viewers watching to show the algorithm that we keep people on the platform. At the same time, we need to make sure that we're warming up those leads for our own sake so that we can build our businesses. Does that make sense? All right, so the algorithm gets you seen. Trust is what makes you money. It's really that simple. So here are what we're going to do for the algorithm. So it needs a couple of things, and I've got it in two sections here for you. The first is clarity. All right. It needs to understand what your perfect lead is actually searching for. And you need to know this before you start recording so that you're actually satisfying your viewer when they watch your video. So you're going to look at tools like, I used vidIQ. You can use the Google dropdown, the YouTube dropdown. Keywords and key phrases are the words that people type in the search engine. So whether it's on YouTube or on Bing or on Google or, wherever it is, as soon as you type something in, like, for example, if I were to type in how to bake a cake, a drop down comes up. That drop down are the top 4 searched results for that particular key phrase, right? So in my case, it might show how to bake a cake. I type that in. And then it would have a drop down, how to bake a cake at home, how to bake a cake from scratch, how to bake a cake for beginners, how to bake a cake for kids, right? Whatever it is, right? Or for weddings, for anniversaries. Those top searches, the reason it gives you those is because it's noticed over time when people are looking for how to bake a cake, most likely they're looking for these specific versions, right? So you get those, you put it in a notebook, you figure out what it is that automatically comes up because the search engine has already done the work for you. Then you can use tools like vidIQ, which will actually tell you, Well, how many people are actually searching for this key phrase, right? And if it's a large number of people that are searching for it every single month, and it's been consistently searching for it every single month for months and months, for years and years, you know you have a really rich keyword to focus your videos on. And then if you can find keywords that don't have a lot of competition, like nobody else is really focusing on these keywords, then you have the golden nugget for SEO. You are going to outrank. And so I teach all of this inside my coaching program. Another tip I want to give you is, as that drop down comes up, then you're going to do the next step, which is the alphabet. All right. I call it just the alphabet step. You're going to type how to bake a cake space A, and you'll see things like at home as a beginner, right? Then you're going to do how to bake a cake space B, and then you'll see things like how to bake a cake basics, how to bake a cake for beginners, right? Those kind of things. And you're going to go all the way through the alphabet. And you're going to take note of what are those top search results. And then you're going to test them. You're going to validate them by using a tool like vidIQ. You can use TubeBuddy. There are a couple of different ones. Keywords Everywhere. It'll show you how many people are actually searching. So that's how you start your research. And from there, you build out your series and you become the authority for those specific things. All right. And so you're structuring intentional playlists. So I would have a playlist, how to bake a cake. And maybe I start with, the how to bake a cake basics, how to bake a cake ingredients, and how to bake a cake from start to finish. And then the best icings after you learn how to bake a cake, right? Those kind of things. How to decorate the cake after you've learned how to bake a cake, and so on. I think you're getting the idea. You want the algorithm to really understand that your business, your channel, and your videos are around this specific key phrase. And then it knows, they're consistently doing the same key phrase, and they're consistently giving tremendous value in their videos. People are enjoying it. They're liking it, they're sharing, they're leaving comments, they're subscribing to the channel. They must really enjoy these. So now I'm going to mark it in my algorithm brain. This channel is related to this key phrase, and therefore, anytime somebody searches for it, I should probably recommend it because they'll probably like it, right? So we need to give the algorithm what it needs. All right, and we're building our videos intentionally around real search intent, not just random ideas, not just what we think they need to know. We need to give them what they're actually searching for, and then we can still sprinkle in what they need to know inside, but we need to get their attention based on what they're searching for. Then the second part of the algorithm is we need to get them to do engagement triggers. So to like the video, to share the video, to leave a comment, to to subscribe to your channel, and to actually post your video on their blogs, right? Like send it to their friends. All those things are engagement triggers, especially watch the video all the way to the end. And then even better, watch the next video in your series. Those are all the things the algorithm needs to know to make sure people actually like your video. It isn't just going to rank because of SEO, but it's also going to rank because it's really good content and it gets people engaging. All right, so we're going to craft titles and thumbnails that make the audience stop. So the thumbnail is to stop the scroll. They're scrolling, and then like, oh, that caught my attention. Let me take a look at it. What do? They read the title, and in that moment, the thumbnail has stopped their scroll. The title is the deciding factor. Nah, that's not interesting, or yes, that's what I want to know. You don't want to use clickbait. Give me 1 second here as I deal with my lungs. If you have lung issues yourself, salt inhalers are brilliant for helping without the nasty side effects of steroids and other drugs. That's a side note. So clickbait is when you promise this big thing just to get people to click on your video, but then you don't actually deliver on it. So what do? They click and they go, well, that's not what I wanted. And they leave. The algorithm notices a huge drop off. They leave. It's not valuable. and it is smart. It will realize, even though it's got all the SEO in the right place, got all the right key phrases in the right areas, it's not delivering. So I'm no longer going to promote it. All right. And that's why it's really important that you give real value, but you make certain that you're specifically satisfying what they were looking for, what promise you gave them in the thumbnail and the title. Okay. So that is the purpose of the thumbnails and the titles, is to set our perfect lead up to actually enjoy the video and then deliver on it in the video. But the other cool thing about the thumbnail and the title, it will detach, or I'm trying to think of my word. One of the side effects of lungs not working properly is, again, the oxygen issue and memory. Like a magnet, to push away the people who are not your perfect leads. We don't want the people who are not your perfect leads to come in and see your video, because if they're not the perfect lead, then they're not going to find the video interesting. They're going to send the wrong cues to the algorithm. Or even worse, if they're not the right lead, but somehow we kind of confuse them and they think they are, and they opt in or they try to buy, that's when you're going to get the people who ruin your email service provider, so that it gets harder to send your emails out. You're going to get the clients who ask for refunds and who badmouth you because they weren't the right people. It wasn't that your stuff wasn't good. Your marketing was confusing or promised the wrong thing. So we don't want that. We want our titles and our thumbnails to actually say, no, not for you, not for you. Yes, for you. You come in. All right. And this is great. We don't need millions of views. Trust me, that How to Bake a Cake with over 6 million views completely confused my algorithm, made it so much harder for me to retrain the algorithm. Plus, it brought in all the wrong people. They weren't wanting to buy things. They were wanting affiliate referrals. It wasn't set up right. It was set up to rank, but it wasn't attracting the people I wanted. Does that make sense? Which I was able to shift when I changed the title and the thumbnail, so I could at least use that. And I changed the thumbnail so that it would attract the right people. So you can still fix things after you upload. But the key is the title and thumbnail must promise whatever is delivered in the video. And that's why you start by crafting the title and thumbnail, so you know for certain you will deliver the satisfaction in the video. We also want them to stay all the way through to the end. Like I mentioned, how do we do that? We use things like open loops. That's when you open up a thought and then you promise to close it in a little while, right? So like I promised you at the beginning of this that I was going to show you how to rank your videos and to convert your leads into buying customers, in a little bit as we go through it. So you're sticking around because you want to learn those things. So when you first open up your video, you're first satisfying them. They know they're in the right place. And then you're adding in, and in a moment, I'm going to such and such. And you don't say at the end of the video, because then they might just scroll to the end. That's not going to help you. Then you lose the opportunity to warm them up into your perfect leads and your perfect buyers, right? So it's leaving it open-ended, but making certain that you actually do close it. You can't leave it open-ended. You must close and satisfy it, but after you've already built that know, like, and trust and provided tremendous value. So that's one of the little things that I teach my students on how to get people to watch all the way through to the end. I also teach them how to stagger their call to actions. Most YouTubers and entrepreneur YouTubers, they want to just do, please like, subscribe, comment, all of these things all at once. It's too much. When we ask people to do too many things at once, confusion equals no action. They're not going to take any action. It was too many. But if you say, did this really resonate? Let me know. Give me a like if it really resonated. Or have you ever experienced something like this? Let me know in the comments. I want to know if you've experienced this, right? And was this helpful? Do you have a friend you want to maybe share this with? I would really appreciate you sharing it. I want to help them too, right? And then, of course, your main call to action, like if you want, the checklist on how to do all these things, I've got a link down below where you can sign up to get the checklist for free, right? Or you drive them to your sales page. Whatever it is, you stagger it out throughout your videos so that you're asking one little action that is totally related to what you're actually doing in that part of the video. And then they're actually going to take action on it, right? Your odds of them actually following through skyrocket compared to throwing out do. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment, blah, blah, right? It's too much. It's too much. It must make sense. And so we do that strategically. And then it doesn't disrupt either. Like, oh, this person only wants likes. They just want their video to rank. It's like, no, she actually cares about me and wants to know. Like, so then you're actually building a rapport. And honestly, the deepest thing is if you honestly want to help, it will show. If you have no desire to help, that will also show. So be authentic. Share what you honestly want them to learn. Okay. And that's going to train the algorithm to promote your videos over all of the other options out there, because not only does it know how to categorize you, it knows your videos keep people watching and it likes earning ad revenue, right? So we want to make it happy. So the second part of it is we have to give our leads what they need so that they feel like they know us, they like us, they trust us, they want to buy from us over anybody else. So we need to build that trust, and we build it by showing up consistently, by being there, by giving true value, actually helping them solve their problems, right? Not just sugarcoating it, not just, oh, well, you have to do this and this, but not giving them any real meat. You need to help them, right? You need to show them what they need to do, and then you sell them how to actually do it inside your programs, right? Or they show them how to do it by using your product that you're selling, right? Or you show them how to do it by using this affiliate product that you use that helped you do this thing. But you're showing them what they need to do. And that way they could actually go off and figure it out on their own. So they feel like you gave me real value. I could go do this myself. Don't really want to do it myself. It's going to be a lot of work. You've already done it. I trust you. I'd rather just do this through you. Thank you very much. Right? So, but they're only ever going to get to that point if you actually help them. So that's really important. Focus on helping rather than selling. The selling will just be that natural next step that they just want to buy through you because you have helped them so much. It's really important. And let your personality shine. Honestly, if you have time, go back through my really older videos and you'll see I'm a mess. I did one that I recently came across. It was a video I did to promote Team Seas where we got rid of plastics out of the ocean. I'm ridiculous in that video. I'm absolutely ridiculous. Total mom, geek, nerd. And it does really well. It raised over $500 for this particular product. Or project, not product, and only in like a couple of days, which was huge because I really wanted to make a difference. And I could have been like, oh my gosh, I look like a dork. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Oh, that's too spinny, or that's too bright, or this doesn't work, or my hair is out of place, right? My hair is out of place right now. It doesn't matter. The point is, perfect is not done, just get it done. And so I want to use that as an inspiration for you to not worry so much. Remember Paul. Paul kept holding back because he kept wanting everything to be perfect, perfect, perfect. And it wasn't until he started to just decide, you know what, if I just focus on helping them, they're really not going to care if my hair is out of place or my video or my cat scratched my wallpaper and so my wallpaper is broken, right? You probably don't care. What you care about is learning these strategies and knowing that I'm actually going to give you value. That's what you know about. So you need to build trust by doing those things. And then the second thing is you need to inspire the conversion. You want to use what's called NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. You want to use words like, and when you get this product, open it up and you're going to see, rather than, and if you would like my product, then maybe you could buy, right? Assume that they want this. And assume it because you know it's actually going to help them. That's super key. All right. Create an emotional alignment by sharing stories. Like I shared my story about what it was like to go through a coma. I would wish that on no one. It's been years. Literally, I'm coming up to 10 years since my coma. It's been a struggle, but because of it, you can now relate to me, right? If everything went perfect and all daisies and roses and sunshine, you'd be like, yeah, sure, it works for her, but it won't work for me. But if you know, look, she struggles literally every day just to breathe. Surely I can do this too. Whatever it is that you're working against, right? Share your stories. Let them get to know you. Again, it builds that know, like, and trust. People will buy from people they know. People will buy from people they trust. And people will buy from people they really, really like. Be that person. So this is your funnel. It's really not difficult. You're going to build YouTube Evergreen series, right? Playlists that focus on one main key phrase and then the different stages in that key phrase. So like with my cake example, right? It's like one might be baking the cake, the next might be making the icing, the next might be how to decorate it, maybe some decorating tips, and then what tools to use. Like make it all related, right? And then I would have, in my case, it would be like how to bake a cake 101 at the end or something, right? Those videos can then drive people to an opt-in page so you can start collecting email addresses. You can start nurturing them. You can start sending them daily emails. You could set your series up. This is something I learned from Paul Murphy. It's brilliant. Instead of creating a lead magnet, a checklist, an ebook, a video lesson, instead of that, did you know you can actually have them opt in to watch your YouTube video playlist? I know, it totally blew me away that people would even sign up for something they could just find on your channel. The reason is you make it easy and you make it specific to them and you save them a ton of time. They don't have to go trying to search and figure out this next step. You already lay out, this is your problem. These are the things you need to learn to solve that problem. Let me send you an email every day with the next step of how to solve this problem so that I'm saving you a ton of time. Right? So you actually have them opt in and then you send them an email every day that sends them back to that particular video in the playlist. And you list it in the playlist so they can then watch, they can go at their own speed and stuff. But the really cool thing is, guess what it does? It sends another backlink to YouTube. The algorithm thinks, wow, people are coming from emails into this. This channel brings people to YouTube. I should promote this channel so it can find more people that will bring people to this channel, right? So it all works together. So it's your YouTube series, it's your opt-in page, it's your thank you page where you have your soft call to action. So it's like, sign up for this YouTube playlist. We're going to solve your problem. Oh, and if you're ready to already solve your problem, check this out. This is the thing I use and help me solve it. But it's like a soft call to action. And then in your email as well, it's like, this is the video that you're going to watch today. This is what you're going to learn. If you're ready to go deeper already, like if you just want your problem solved, this is the thing I've been using, or this is what worked for me. And that kind of thing, right? Or I can help you with this. It's a soft call to action. Did you know it takes multiple touch points, sales touch points, to actually get somebody to consider buying, right? Like Connor, he would spend 10, 20 minutes with one person, educating them, all these different touch points of reasons before he would finally make a sale. And quite often he would have to see them at multiple markets, and they would have to see his cards and his posters at multiple places before they were ready to buy. This makes the process so much faster. They see you on YouTube, in your playlist, in the emails, on your thank you page. You're over and over and over again. You're hitting way more than 7 touch points, which is the average. So your likelihood of them converting into sales dramatically increases, exponentially skyrockets. And that's it. Then you make sales. So it's really a simple system. Now, your videos, again, they don't need to go viral, right? I told you how my how to bake a cake video has over 6 million views, right? I'm going to show you something that's really cool, because going viral can actually hurt your business. It did for me. It took me years to recalibrate the algorithm to understand what I was doing. It still ranks those other videos, but it no longer targets the wrong people, right? So you don't want to make that mistake. I want to show you an example here. So this is the video, my how to bake a cake video, that got over 6 million views, and it earned over $10,000 in ad revenue, just the ad revenue, right? Which sounds amazing until you think about it and you go, wait a minute, it took 15 years to earn $10,000. That's a lot of time to wait for $10,000. You cannot live off of that, right? And it brought in about 49,000 subscribers, but those were the subscribers that were not that interested in buying anything, and that confused the algorithm. However, this video that I recently published just a few months ago, when it hit 233 views, I realized the other screenshot says 260, but the image on the right was when I had hit 233 views. I sent 84 unique viewers to an affiliate product, and I made 11 sales for that affiliate product. It brought in over $1,300 just from 233 views, right? It worked so well that I decided to trigger it, and I set it up as a YouTube ad just for 5 days. I spent just $100 in ad revenue because I wanted to test something. If I knew a video could convert, could I then trigger it to convert better and more and make more sales? It did just that. It skyrocketed up to 20,000 views. It didn't balance out with the amount of sales, but I did make 12 more sales. So I made $1,400 from a $100 ad investment. So I never recommend using ads until you have a video that converts. Then you can absolutely scale using ads. And I tend to do it just as a trigger for a couple of days. It triggers the algorithm, gives them even more perfect viewers to model and to know who to send it to. Because of those 20,000, only a handful were the right? But it gave it a chance to kind of figure it out, test, and now it triggers and sends only to my right buyer without me having to pay for ads. So you don't have to pay for ads. The only time you would want to even consider it is after you know something's already converting and you want to scale. Otherwise, don't waste your money. Do not waste your money on it, okay? I'm going to compare these two. I want you to really see the power of this. So why fewer views could actually make you more money, right? So we've got a viral video with over 6 million views compared to an intentional video that at that time only had 233 views, right? And then the ad revenue of the viral video was over $10,000. The ad revenue of the intentional video was $4.23, which for 233 views was actually pretty darn good. The product sales, so for the viral video, I did end up selling about 28 of my ebooks, my Fun Cake Decorating Ideas ebooks, for about $29 each. So it brought me roughly $800, right? I also once in a while put some affiliate links to some different cake decorating Amazon things and a couple of different online things, made another $120 in affiliate sales. So the total revenue for the viral video was over $11,000. That means that every single viewer, the value of each viewer on that video for me was less than 1 penny, literally less than 20% of a penny. All right. So it's going to take a lot of views to make any money. However, the intentional video with over 11 sales, over $1,300, not even considering the scaling part that I did with the video ads, that equals $5.61 per viewer. So instead of 20% of a penny, each viewer is worth over $5.50. Can you see that difference, right? That's a 3,100% higher ROI. And that is why fewer views. It was very targeted. It only focused on people that it was right for. And then those people took action. This is exciting. I am finding this tremendously exciting because this is what will give you freedom. Isn't this crazy? Let me know in the comments if this is really dropping the penny for you, if it's really hitting home for you. Are you seeing what is possible? I am so excited because I know what it can do. I know what it's done for my students, and I know what it can do for you. And I just really want you to understand so that you're going to use these strategies as you build out your own evergreen YouTube funnels. I want you to make sure you give the algorithm what it needs, give your leads what they need, make those sales, whether you're sleeping, spending time with your family and friends, making memories, right? All right, so what you've learned so far, and we're not finished. So YouTube is definitely the most powerful evergreen traffic source out there. When you pair it with the right funnel, then it keeps working for you 24/7 for years and years and years to come. And you don't need to be techie. You don't need to be famous. You don't have to have a big following. You don't even have to be on camera to get this to work for you. You just need a system that works. And that's the system that I built for you. I hope you realize that your evergreen funnel will give you freedom, consistency, and it'll give you back your time, and it's going to compound over time. What if you could actually convert your own evergreen funnel 24/7 automatically, even faster? Would that be exciting for you? So the strategy that I just showed you, it works. But I'm going to be honest, there was a time when I didn't think I would be able to do it. I physically was not able to get everything done. I was struggling to get videos scripted and recorded and edited, and then still build my funnels, my business on the side, and serve my customers. And I just thought, there's no way I can do this. Like, I know what I need to do, and I just don't have the physical capability to get it all done. And I fell into a severe depression when you know you've got the answer, but you can't do it. But then a door opened. AI came onto the scene, and it gave me so much hope, because I knew if I could train the AI, the artificial intelligence, to be me so that it could create my scripts, my sales pages, my emails, my social postings to promote my videos, all of these things, my slides, like everything, but based on me and what I knew worked, not just what everybody else in the world was doing that wasn't working anyway. It had to be specific. And I knew it was going to take a bit of time to train it like me. But if I could, then I could have my own virtual assistant who was me, with all the knowledge from my mentors. And it gave me so much hope. And it literally opened up a weight on my chest, because I knew this was the hand reaching out to help me up. I knew what to do, and now I would have the time to do it. And I was so excited. You know, when my lungs gave out, AI finally helped me breathe life back into my business. So I'm going to show you something really, really, really cool. All right, we're going to head over to another screen, and I'm going to show you one of what I call a custom GPT. It's not my name, it's what AI called it, or OpenAI called it, but it's a custom GPT. What I did is I wrote coding. I wrote information that taught the AI how to build a funnel the way that I would build it, like how to build out the playlist series of videos the way that I know will convert and I know will attract the right people on autopilot, and focusing on the keywords I know are the keywords people are searching for, right? There's so much behind the scenes that I had to code into it. And I created what is called a custom GPT, so that now anybody can go to this AI prompt that I built and pop in their niche idea, their end result that they desire, the main key phrase that they want to target, and it will build that series for them. Do you want to see how it works? It's only going to take a few minutes. It's so cool. So let me share my screen, and I'm going to show you how to do this. And we'll choose one of these. So these are a couple of the different niches that my students and I are in. So we've got cake decorating, obviously financial literacy for kids, my kids' Barbies and Minecrafts and all those things. We've got Connor's microgreens. We've got Donna's urban sketching. We've got Paul Briley's reputation management. We've got Toy's English as a second language for Vietnamese. We've got Kathy's retirement prep. We've got Andrea's business branding, and we've got Christine's grants and funding. So Christine, the mother of Connor, got so good at doing the grants with her son that people started asking her to show them how she was getting grants approved for her son. And she built a business. She's literally getting started building her YouTube funnel now to help people understand how to get grants for their business so they can scale their businesses. So maybe we'll use grants and funding as our example for today. So we're going to head over to the Evergreen playlist funnel. So let me just share my screen. And I'm going to show you, let's see here, this one. All right, so you should now see the Evergreen Playlist Funnel Planner. It's a custom GPT. I'm just going to take a sip of my tea for a second here and make sure that it shows up for you. My feed is a couple of seconds behind. I'll just make sure that you can see that. Yes, it looks like. Actually, no, it's not showing yet. And, oh, I know why. It's because I need to remove this one. All right. There we go. Now I can show it to you. Oh, we'll do that again. Share the screen. I forgot I had to remove the presentation in order to share it. There we go. So now you should be able to see the screen. And let's see here. Yes, add to stage. There we go. Perfect. I'll just make it a little bit bigger for you. All right, we've got this. Okay, so we're going to use the branding business. Grant business as our example here. So what we're going to do is we're going to say that our product is a course that teaches people how to actually apply for and get accepted for grants to build and scale their business, right? And we're going to use this funnel planner to map out a 10-part series that is intended to attract our perfect leads and warm them up into our perfect fit client. So I'm going to speak into the recorder here. We're going to start. This is going to quickly create a 10-part YouTube series outline that blends the SEO with the engagement to build a funnel. So we click start. And it says, awesome, let's build you your binge-worthy evergreen playlist. To get started, I just need 2 quick inputs from you. Your main niche key phrase, right? So we're just going to pretend that we've done our research. I'm just going to choose a keyword for now. You would actually want to make sure that you are doing the research, make sure people are actually searching for it before doing this. But just to make it easier for right now, I'm just going to choose one. And so it says here, this is the core phrase that you want to rank for on YouTube. And so we could do how to get grants for my business. And so we'll put that in here. Number 1 is how to get grants for my business. And then number 2, the product or course or program that you want to sell. So I'm just going to speak in this time so you don't have to hear me typing. I have a course that helps business owners apply for grants and increases their chances of being approved for the grants and makes the process so much easier and streamlined using AI to find the right grants and also to make sure that the granting companies want to honor their grant over anyone else's. All right, so that is the program that we're going to sell. And we can give it a name. Actually, no, we'll just leave it at that. All right, and then we're going to now press enter. And while it populates, I'll just take another sip of my tea. All right, so it came back with perfect. Here's your binge-worthy 10-part evergreen YouTube playlist designed to rank, build momentum, and naturally lead into your AI-powered grant course. So video 1. So these are the different videos. Really watch how it sets it up. So each video is set up intentionally to make sense to the lead to watch the next video, as well as warming them up towards the final sale. And anyone could come into any of these videos at any time and have a desire to want to watch all of the videos, which is the whole point of it, right? So video 1 is why most small businesses never get grant money. And then the series title is how to get grants for my business. So the current problem is business owners think grants are not for them. The solution is we're going to reveal the real reasons grants go unclaimed in the video. And then we're going to introduce them to the next problem, which is even motivated owners don't know where to find legit grants. So we're setting them up to watch the second video. The second video is where real business grants are hidden and where not to look, right? And again, we've got the same ending, how to get grants for my business. I should have put capitals, but that's fine. The previous problem was solved. Grants feel inaccessible. We solved that in the previous video, right? So we remind them of that. The current problem is people waste time on scams and outdated listings. So the solution in the video that we would show them is show the correct grant sources and categories, and then introduce them to the next problem, which is something I learned from Jeff Walker. This problem, solution, problem, next problem is something I learned from Jeff Walker. Is finding grants is easy, qualifying for them is not. Ooh, right? So now you want to watch video 3. Do you actually qualify for business grants? Most people guess wrong, right? So the previous problem, knowing where to look. The current problem, applying for grants, you'll never win. And the solution is how eligibility really works, industry, location, intent. And then the next related problem is even qualified applicants still get rejected, right? So video 4 is why good businesses get rejected for grants and bad ones get funded, right? So the previous problem, eligibility, confusion. Current problem, rejections that feel random and unfair. The solution, how grant reviewers actually score their applications, right? The next problem, writing applications that stand out is overwhelming. You see how we keep touching on a pain point, right? So video 5 is then how grant committees decide who gets funded. So previous, understanding the rejections. Current, not knowing what funders want to actually hear in the grant application. The solution, the psychology and priorities of grant reviewers. And then the next problem is translating your business into grant language. Can you see how amazing this is? Can you imagine putting your key phrase in, relating it to your product or service that you sell, and it's creating this playlist funnel that's going to nurture, educate, warm up your perfect lead, find them for your own autopilot, and get them really excited to buy what you offer, right? So video 6 here, the biggest grant application mistakes and how to avoid them. So the previous was knowing what funders want. Current is applications that sound weak or generic. Solution is common mistakes and how to fix them fast, right? We're always giving value. Next problem, grant writing still takes way too much time, right? Then video 7, how to write winning grant applications without being a writer. So the previous problem, application mistakes. Current, writing feels slow, confusing, intimidating. The solution, a simple structure anyone can follow. Right. The next problem, manually doing this for every grant is exhausting. So video 8, and you see how it's warming them up towards this whole AI granting course, right? How smart business owners use AI to find and apply for grants faster. So the previous problem, writing difficulty. Right now, time overwhelm and missed deadlines. We're going to help them by using AI to streamline grant discovery and applications. Like we'll teach them how they do that. We'll teach them what they want to do, what they need to do, right? And then in the program, we'll show them exactly how to do it, right? The next problem, speed alone doesn't guarantee approval. So then video 9, we're getting close now to the final, call to action to buy this course, how to make granting companies choose you over other applicants. So the previous was faster applications, currently is competing against hundreds of applicants. The solution, positioning your business as the safest, smartest choice for them, right? Because it's their reputation on the line. And then the next problem, turning grant wins into a repeatable system. And then video 10, which is the final video with the final call to action for them to go and get your AI grant building course, how to build a repeatable grant winning system for your business. So the previous one was standing out to the funders. The current problem is grant success feels random and inconsistent. And the solution is a streamlined, repeatable grant strategy using AI. The next natural step, guided support to apply faster and win more grants, which would then lead them to the sales page, right? So instead of to another video, it would lead them to the sales page. And all of these videos lead that way. So how exciting is this? I want you to let me know in the comments if this blew your mind with how quickly AI can help you, as long as you know how to actually make a version of yourself with all the stuff you need to know to make it actually convert in a custom GPT like this. So I'm going to stop sharing and we will head back and I will continue on with the slides here. Let me just move it over here. Okay, so then now that you've seen how this can work even faster, and that's just one of like over 30 GPTs that I've created for my students, helps them through all the different processes. But I wanted you to see the power of it because you can train the AI to do the grunt work for you. And if you do it all yourself, then like me, it'll probably take you a couple of years to get it all sorted. Or you can choose to let someone like me help you through that, right? So can you see how this could work for you? You know, if this has actually been helpful, would you do me a favor? Let me know. Give me a like or write, it's been helpful in the comments. See how I gave you two choices. And what did I tell you? One choice is better, right? So I should have chosen. So let's choose this one. If you have found this helpful so far, give me a like and let me know, okay? I really do appreciate that. And remember, those triggers help whoever video it is that you're liking, helps that video get seen to more people just like you. So not only are you letting the person who's educating you, who's helping you know that you appreciate them, you are also showing reciprocity by giving the algorithm that engagement it needs so that person can help more people like you. So even engagement helps you spread your pay it forward to others like you. And that means we build a tribe of like-minded people who support each other. And that is super important. So thank you for giving it a like. If you actually found it helpful. If you didn't, you do not need to give it a like, okay? So if you've seen what's possible, would you like to see how we could build this together? Like I have shown you what you need to do. Would you like to learn how to do each step, right? Step by step. Yes, I see this working for me. You can put that in the comments. Yes, Amanda, I can see this system working for me. You can literally use what I've shown you today and do it all yourself. You're getting the blueprint at the end of this, so it'll walk you through. Your funnel will be mapped out, right? Your series will be live 24/7, attracting your perfect leads, converting them into your dream clients. Sales will roll in whether you're sleeping or awake, working or enjoying making new memories. And you're finally going to see momentum. But of course, how am I supposed to get all this done and not do it all alone, right? That's where we come in. So let's imagine for a moment, this is always fun. What if you set up your Evergreen YouTube funnel, right? And every month you attracted let's just say 3,000 targeted views to your video, which is totally doable, okay? Especially when you use these strategies, totally doable. If even just 10% of them became warm leads, that would be 300 warm leads of your perfect avatar to your email list, right? Every single month. And then what if just 5% of those said yes to your program that cost $197? That would be 15 new buyers. That would equal $2,955 a month. It's almost $3,000 a month from 3,000 viewers. That's pretty incredible, right? Over the year, that would be an additional $35,000 from your YouTube videos, from one of your YouTube videos. Pretty cool, right? And what if it wasn't just a $197 offer? What if you offered a $997 offer, whether it's your own program or course or a product or an affiliate product? There are tons of them. As long as you're providing value, this is totally doable. And 5% of those same 300 leads at the same 15 sales per month, that would actually equal almost $15,000 a month, $179,000 every single year from that. How amazing is that, right? What if you didn't sell a $197 offer? You didn't sell a $997 offer. What if you offered a course or program for $1,997, almost $2,000, right? With those 15 sales at the same percentages, That would be almost $30,000 a month, which is over $350,000 a year. Would that make a difference in your life? Right now, I have a disclaimer. These are just examples. I am not promising that this is going to happen for you. This is not normal. This is not typical. I am trusting you to realize that this is an example, a totally understandable example, a totally possible example, but not a probable one. It's not what I'm promising, okay? I figure you probably realize you need to be in the right niche. You need to put the effort in. You need to, put these things in place and keep testing and improving. That is how it works. But this is what is possible. That's what I want you to see. All right. What would that be worth to you? If this Evergreen YouTube system brought you over 15 buyers a month at just the $997 product mark, right? So over $180,000 a year. What would that be worth to you? Would that be worth $25,000 to get that kind of a return? Probably, right? If all it did was give you a clear funnel that works while you sleep, saved you years of trial and error, right? And finally gave you confidence in your marketing, what wouldn't that be worth it, right? And don't worry, I'm not going to charge you anywhere near that. I've got something incredibly special for you. So I'm excited to share this. So this is my Evergreen YouTube Marketing Mastery Coaching Program, where I've taken the whole entire system and I've broken it down into just 8 modules that you can do 1 module per week. Or if you're like Toyi, you can do 1 module per day. Right? It goes at your pace. And I'm going to walk through what you're actually going to be building inside of each of these modules so you can see how this is going to build out your funnel for you. All right. I've taken everything that I've learned to make it faster and easier, and more importantly, to give you that support so you have somebody to bounce ideas off of, right? No more guessing, no more burnout, no more doing it all alone. As entrepreneurs, we're very lonely because most of the people in our environment are not entrepreneurs. And they very kindly usually tell you, are you sure that will work, right? Because they're so afraid of maybe it failing that they don't understand. You just need to do it and then persevere. There are no failures. There are only learning lessons. So as long as you persevere and you keep pivoting, adjusting until you get it right, there are no failures. I love that about being an entrepreneur. All right. So in module 1, we're going to map out your entire binge-worthy series that sounds like what we saw in that demonstration. We're going to map it out. I'm going to teach you exactly what you need in there, right? You're going to get clear on who to serve, what they exactly want, how to reach them so that your videos do attract the right people right from day one. Just like Donna, she wanted to set it up before she even had her product ready, right? You're going to learn how to identify a profitable niche. We're going to make sure we validate that there are actually people out there buying it, right? Before we get started. So you're not putting all this effort in to then hear crickets. I want you to choose something that is passionate for you, that has a market. I want you excited to wake up each morning to work on your business. I want you actually looking forward to Mondays. That is my goal, all right? We're going to structure your series so that it's binge worthy, like what I showed you, where they want to hear the next video because we're making it work in that way for them. You're going to learn all the behind the scenes that is inside that custom GPT so you understand it. But I may also just give you that GPT to help you get it done faster. Would you like that? If you'd like that, say yes, please, GPT in the comments. I want you to avoid shiny object syndrome. Sometimes you just need to decide, I'm going to use this blueprint, just like Paul Briley did. He was like, you know what? I'm going to just use this blueprint. I'm going to follow it. I'm going to set it up and have it work for me. And then I can make it perfect and more me. And then I can think of other things. I'm not going to get distracted. He went through so many programs before this one because he kept allowing shiny objects to distract him and didn't follow through. I made this in such a way so it's really simple and easy. So you just follow through and then absolutely go ahead and make it your own, but keep the foundation as it is because that is what works. You can make it all about you and your essence and your business, your mission. around that. Okay. You need a solid foundation to build your business on. And then you'll walk away with literally a full series, 10-part series, 15-part series, 5-part series, whatever is the right amount of videos which we figure out in the series for you. Then in module 2, we're going to actually build your YouTube ecosystem. Remember those backlinks that I talked about, where we're going to be sending traffic from off of YouTube onto YouTube to get the algorithm to go, hey, this channel, these videos, they bring more people to the platform. We should reward them and promote their videos for them. We're going to set all of that up so that we turn your funnel into a lead machine across YouTube, email, blogs, and all the social media without burning you out. And it will naturally boost your rankings. It will give you what's called off-site SEO. The on-site is all the stuff on YouTube. The off-site is all the stuff off of YouTube. You're going to attract the perfect lead by optimizing those and optimizing your channel so it's like a natural journey for your viewer as well, for your lead. And we're going to create the content so much faster because I already have templates and everything in store for you. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can just modify it and adjust it according to your niche, your product, your mission. And then in module 3, we're going to learn how to package our videos so that they attract, so they stop the scroll and go, hey, pay attention. And then the title is like, oh, yes, that's for me. I need to watch it. Right? So I'm going to teach you everything you know how to craft a scroll stopping thumbnail that hooks your perfect audience and resists or rejects the ones we don't want to deal with, right? The ones that will confuse the algorithm. We don't need them. We want the perfect ones. Remember, 233 views totally outdid 6 million, right? Keep that in mind. Don't let, vanity metrics stop you from progress. Once you have those in place, then it can go viral. But let's get it in place first, all right? So it doesn't go and mess things up for you. You're going to learn how to write titles that spark curiosity while also satisfying the SEO that the algorithm needs. We need our titles to not only tell the algorithm what our video is about, but to actually make our viewers want to click on it. It's a fine balance, and you're going to learn that in here. And you're going to model what's already working, so you're not just reinventing the wheel. And we're going to use AI and proven intentional systems and frameworks. And then we're going to test smart variations of our thumbnails and our titles so we can find the best converting ones that give us the best conversion of our sales at the end, right? That's important. All right. So then in module 4, you're going to learn how to script your video, how to keep people not only watching all the way to the end, but how to actually warm them up so that they want to buy from you. I'm going to show you how to hook your viewer to make sure that they know instantly that this is where they need to be. We're going to open up that loop. I'm going to teach you how to do that to keep people wanting to keep watching all the way through the end. I'm going to show you my specific structure that I used to get that conversion with that 233 view video. And I'm going to show you exactly where to weave in those call to actions that I told you about so that we're making the algorithm happy, but we're also making sense for the viewer and we're making sense for our final desired outcome. All right. And then in module 5, I'm going to show you how to record your videos so they're deeply engaging, so your viewers really feel like you're talking just to them and you keep them hooked. And we make it as simple and easy for you as possible. Filming, recording, editing your videos does not have to be expensive, all right? You're going to film like a pro with a budget-friendly options. I'll share the tools that I use. You can do all of this on your phone. Like, you don't need crazy lights and things. You can use a window. I have a window here. I have a simple ring light there. I'm going to share all of those things. I'm going to share ways to do the recording that makes the editing easier so that's faster. Simple tricks so you don't have to like memorize all your scripts. I'm going to show you all of those things. I'm going to teach you cues like eye contact and vocal shifts and energy and intentional gestures. And then we're going to actually batch record so you don't have to like make yourself all beautiful every single day as you each day do a different video. No. We want to make this doable for you. We're going to batch research. We're going to batch script writing. We're going to batch record, batch editing, so that you stay in that focused state and you get more done. And then you have a library of videos ready to publish that builds your funnel. That's what I want for you. I want freedom and ease, and I want conversions for you. All right. And then in module 6, I'm going to show you my little secret tips, how to upload your video, things you need to do before you upload that the YouTube experts say don't matter, but they totally do. I have proven it over and over again. And I'm going to show you how to set up everything in your YouTube studio before you publish your video live. That will make sure that your video is primed and ready to rank right out of the gate and to go right out of the gate to your perfect prospect, okay? Your perfect lead. And this is huge. This is the stuff that I took years learning and testing and modifying after my recovery from my coma, right? I'm going to teach you things like craft compelling descriptions. There are certain ways to write your descriptions for your video that help with engagement, help with conversion, and help with your rankings. We're going to create playlists in a specific way. We're going to, and that is going to increase suggested watch videos. So when somebody is watching a video and then on the right-hand side on the bottom there, they have watch this next, watch this next. We're going to make your videos show up there. On the homepage, we're going to make sure that your videos are showing up as videos they need to watch. I'm going to teach you some power pin strategies that I use for the comments under your videos. We're going to set the foundation for that evergreen traffic machine. All right. And then in module 7, we're going to trigger the algorithm. We're going to push your videos further. Like as soon as we hit publish, within the next half an hour, there are a couple of things we want to do that are really going to skyrocket the performance of your video. That first 24 hours is key. And what we do in that first half an hour, which you can do in 15 minutes, sometimes it'll take you an hour. It depends on your skill level and on how quickly, what systems we've got in place. With AI, it goes super fast. But we're going to drive traffic from blogs and email and social, creating those backlinks. We're going to post with purpose, knowing exactly, so that it knows exactly where and which clients to send to your video. We're going to spill off site buzz that gets the algorithm working in your favor. And we're going to tap into some really simple routines that will turn your uploads into traffic magnets. All right. So we're going to post in such a way that people are desperate to watch your video. We're going to create algorithm or momentum the algorithm simply can't ignore. And then in module 8, we're going to launch your evergreen funnel and build the automated momentum, your system, right? So that you can batch your content. So you're always ready with a library of videos ready for you, so that you actually have time to still run your business and serve your clients and not get overwhelmed with, oh my gosh, I need another video ready, right? We're going to also, I'm going to teach you my special Throwback Thursday email series. It's a newsletter series that is going to drive traffic to your older videos on your channel while making your leads super happy with you, really digging deep into that value you're giving them. It's something I accidentally did. And it wasn't until Paul taught me about the idea of using the playlist as the opt-in and then noticing what that did when you're sending an email every day that I realized I've actually been doing this for years. And I had done it only because I wanted to set up an email series that would just send out on its own, that I didn't have to physically go in every time for an email. Because of my lungs, I set something up that I had no idea how powerful it was. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that to keep your leads warmed and ready and primed for the next launch, for the next product, for the next affiliate referral, as well as constantly driving traffic to older videos on your channel so that your channel is always active. And YouTube is like, oh my gosh, not only do people watch new videos on this channel, they're always coming back for all these, like all the videos in the channel. This is huge. This way you're going to be able to stay months ahead and not feel that tremendous burnout that so many of us entrepreneurs face. So I'm super excited for you. So what if I could make building your evergreen YouTube funnel system even easier for you, right? I don't want you just seeing results. I mean, those would be great. I want you getting them faster. I want them converting better. I want you building loyal buyers who stick with you for years and years and years, like mine now. I literally still have customers who started back with me and like way back in like 2011. Like it's insane. And this works. And I want you to be able to do all of this with so much less effort. Again, because of my own limitations, I've built systems to do this. And that's why I created the following exclusive bonuses just for you to give you a clear advantage and stack the deck in your favor. So here is what I've got. Bonus number 1, I'm creating a quick start implementation plan for you so that you can just get started straight out of the gate, right? You don't have the confusion of what do I do here? What do I do there? Just like, nope, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, done. Boom, let's get it up and running. Then we can dive in and refine and make better and better and better and improve and improve and improve. But let's get you at the door. I want you seeing success fast. And so that's why I'm creating this quick start implementation plan that you will get as an extra bonus for you. All right. So, and that is a value of, oh my gosh, $1,000. And then bonus 2. The Evergreen Funnel Templates Pack. So what if you didn't have to stare at a blank page and go, I don't know what to write, right? I don't know what to script. I don't know how my sales page should look. I don't know what my opt-in page should look like. I don't know what my thumbnails should look like. I don't understand. What if I just gave you templates that I know have worked because I've tested them and my students have tested them? And then all you have to do is copy and paste your own stuff in it. Just customize it to you and your product. But the strategy, the layout, the foundation is already set up to work. It'll save you so much time. I have templates that you can literally just click a button and bring right into your funnel if you're using Groove Pages. If you're using a different software, you can use them as a template to quickly outline in those softwares how you need your pages to lay out. And so you're going to get opt-in pages to help you grow your email list fast. You're going to get thank you pages where we're going to put those soft call to actions to get you sales going in. We're going to create lesson pages where we're going to embed your YouTube video from the playlist so that you could have a soft call to action right under each video. It's also something I learned from Paul Murphy, not Paul Briley. And a full website template. I created the website for Connor's microgreen business. And as part of my, oh my gosh, I'm losing my words right now. It's what happens when the oxygen starts to deplete. But as part of building that, I made sure that I could give you access to that so that if you don't have a website yet, you can take that template for the entire website and then customize it to your website, right? And you're going to get thumbnail templates where you just swap in your image, your words, but the thumbnails are already set up to rank and to work and convert and drive the perfect leads, stop the right buyers, right? Those are the exact structures and designs that I've refined over years. And you saw it on that graph when it went up, down, test, 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 test. I've done the testing for you. Use me as your guinea pig and just go with what I know works because I've tested it, not just on mine, but on my students as well. That is easily worth over $3,000 to have it already done. And all you have to do is copy and paste, and then refine and customize. Simple. So that's $4,000 you're getting just for those 2 bonuses alone. But I'm not going to start there, right? I've got this third bonus for you. I do a weekly momentum call with all of our students. You can send in your questions. You can send in your thumbnails. You can send in your titles. You can send in your video scripts, your videos. I will review. I also keep you up to date on everything that's happening in the market, any new strategies, any new GPTs I've created for you. You get a chance to be with a tribe of people who are like-minded like you, who want the same thing you want, and who are learning from each other. When you see me do a review of somebody else's thumbnail, you can use that on your thumbnail. When you have a question, then they can learn from your question. So we have weekly momentum live calls where you can interact and you can send in your stuff for me to review and do a case study on right there live. And if you can't make the lives, no problem. You can still send in your work first. And then you can watch the replay where I'll go over everything for you. So you can do this on your own schedule. And And yeah, and you can find the accountability, right? Because sometimes it's hard for us to like keep pushing forward. But if we know I have a momentum call coming up, I should get some work done so I can send that in and get some feedback on it and keep the progress going. Having that weekly accountability is huge. And I wanted to offer that to you. So I've added that in, which is easily a value of $7,000 for weekly access to a coach who will help you specifically, bringing our total value of just the bonuses so far over $11,000. Then, of course, I'm not done yet. I still have a few more things for you. Bonus number 4 is a private community support group. So we have a private community, and you get to post your videos, which will give you backlinks. You get to have feedback. You can create connections with other students. You can collaborate with each other, do videos together. YouTube has set up a beautiful way to have both creators tagged or like connected on the video so that you're both listed as the collaborative creators. I am so sorry. This is what happens when my lungs don't work. But hang in there because I've got some really cool things. You can take part in the weekly backlink threads. So I will do a post every week where you can link to your videos, and then students can go and watch your videos, give you feedback, but the algorithm just sees it as a link. And it's going to see, the ones who are interested, who go and take a look, are the ones who are going to be most likely to be the perfect lead for you. Then it's also going to know who else to show the video to. It's like this beautiful system. And then you just get to stay connected and have that support that we desperately need as entrepreneurs, because success actually grows faster when you grow together. So that's easily $5,000 worth, bringing our total bonus value up to $16,000. But of course, I'm not done yet, because I am building an evergreen toolbox right now. In each of the lessons, I have specific tools that will help you for each part of each part of the journey, tools that I use myself, that my students have found helpful. I put it all together for you, saving you hours and honestly weeks, months of trying to find the right tools. And of course, we've also vetted the most affordable and the free versions of tools that you can use and implement right away, so that you don't think, oh my gosh, I have to build this funnel, but what tools do I use? We've got it already sorted. We've already gone through it. We've figured it out. So you can use those tools. So you will get a curated list of that, as well as inside of each of the modules, it will specifically tell you which tools to use, which is really, really valuable. And easily $1,000 value, bringing your total value so far up to $17,000. But that's not all. That's what they say on the TV commercials, right? But that's not all. This one, I am so excited. This was what gave me hope. This was what helped me realize I knew what to do, but I didn't have the energy to do it all. And AI came on the scene, right? When my body couldn't keep up with my mission, I got so depressed. I honestly had days when I felt like, why even bother? I'm never going to get there. Why am I even doing this? What is the purpose? And I kept reminding myself, but what I know is so valuable. It can help so many people. There's got to be a way for me to do this. And then AI came, and I knew, yes, it was going to take me some time. I knew it was going to take me some time to get it to understand what I wanted it to do, to understand me, especially since I was doing all this right when AI was just new and I had to train it like heck. Now it's so much more intuitive and everything is so much faster, but I've done all the grunt work for you. I've made it so that it's going to be super easy to clone the AI for you as well. So this is what I've been putting together. So when I first started with the first beta students, I created these individual GPTs for them, the custom GPTs for each part of the process, to make it so much faster and convert better, because not only were they taking what I had taught and what they had taught, but what my mentors were teaching, all these new things. And so I gave them a library of all the GPTs. But I decided, what if I were to create a virtual assistant for you that could do it all, would know your voice, know your goals, know your business. Imagine if it could research and script and optimize and organize your entire YouTube funnel exactly the way that you would do it, following the structure that I have learned and I'm teaching you through all of this. Imagine that it stayed current with every YouTube and AI update, right? You never fell behind. And imagine it worked around the clock, right? Even when you rest, building your reach, building your leads, building your sales all automatically. And that I built this for myself and my students, and I'm now sharing it with you. I affectionately call my little virtual assistant Doe AI. The app is called Clever Doe AI. It's your personal evergreen YouTube marketing virtual assistant. What if you had a clone of yourself, right? Focused entirely on growing your business. Instantly generate video titles, scripts, thumbnails, tags that rank and convert and in the order that they need to be to make the algorithm happy. Plan, build your YouTube series in minutes. You saw how quick that went, right? Not weeks. Write your emails, your posts, your blogs, nurture those leads automatically. Stay current with the latest YouTube AI updates so that you're always ahead. You get to access the entire GPT library all inside of this Clever Doe AI app as it rolls out. I am currently coding it. Mike Filsaime built the foundation of it for me. He liked it so much, he created a version called Scale GPT for his own business. He loved it so much. And you're going to get exclusively during this webinar, lifetime free access to this. And I will easily walk you through the AI credits once it's set up and ready. And you're going to be able to actually build out your own GPTs inside of there as well. But more importantly, it is actually going to remember your projects and help you go from one step to the next without having to restart a whole conversation again and retrain the AI again. Plus, you're also going to get that Evergreen Affiliate Review GPT that created those sales from that 233 views, right? That video, that was an affiliate review video that I did. And I had 233 views. It made over $1,300. Remember, I did a quick little boost with us. I paid $100 in ads, made an extra $1,400, right? And I took that and I figured out, I worked backwards from it to figure out exactly the little nuances that I had changed from my main script. And I created a GPT specifically to reproduce that kind of affiliate review video. I tested it a month later, and with just 60 views, I'd already made a $1,300 sale. So I am super excited to let you know that as a founding member, I'm going to include that in the GPT library, and I will add it into Clever Doe AI for you once the system is completely built out. So you get immediate access to all the GPTs, and then as I build out the app, you will get access to that. You can start working inside of it. I'm super excited. So that is easily a value of $3,000, bringing your total value just for the bonuses alone over $20,000. But don't worry, you're not going to pay $20,000 for all of this. You're not going to even pay $15,000, all right? Not even $10,000. You're not going to pay $5,000. Look, the Evergreen YouTube Marketing Mastery Program is valued at $4,997. But, however, you're not going to pay that today because I am opening this up to my founders. I need to have you in there to help me build out the app, to test things, to take what my previous students have already learned and to really refine it and make it the most beautiful, streamlined program available. And so to honor you for joining me on that, I have something incredibly special for you today. You're not going to pay $4,000. You're not going to pay $3,000. You're not even going to pay $2,500. Not even. When you join as a founding member, during this training only, you'll get the entire Evergreen YouTube Marketing Mastery coaching program, plus all those $20,000 worth in bonuses for just one payment of $347 today, and then 5 payments of $347 monthly. All right. Or if you want to save an extra $200, a one-time payment of just $1,997, and you have lifetime access to it. All right. So I decided to break it down, make it easy for you. Either, start today for $347 and then just 5 more payments of $347, or save an additional $200 and just invest for $1,997 today. You get complete lifetime access to you. All right. So what does your investment really look like? When you spread that investment across your first year, right? It's only about $5 a day, less than a latte. And this latte actually builds an evergreen YouTube funnel for you, just like this cute little guy here on the screen. And next year, your funnel keeps working for you without any ongoing payments at all, right? A small choice now is what will free you up for years to come. And I always have your back. Always, always, always have your back. So first of all, you get the 100% guarantee. Your evergreen success is 100% guaranteed. You get to try the entire YouTube Evergreen YouTube Marketing Mastery Program for a full 30 days. You get access to all of the lessons, all of the GPTs. And if for any reason at all, you don't even have to give me a reason, but if you any reason for yourself at all, it is not the clearest Evergreen YouTube system you've ever seen. It is not the best converting, the easiest to implement, and the most ongoing support system you've ever seen. Simply email me at amanda@cleverdough.com for a full refund, no questions asked, no risk, no hassle, no worries. I want you to just get in there, get your feet wet, give it a try, see if it works. If it's not right for you, no worries. All right. This will work for you, even if your schedule is already packed. I completely understand. Look, life can get busy, right? Between family and work and everything else, right? I can feel that adding one more thing might feel a little impossible, but that's why I made this program fully on demand. You can go at it at your own pace. Give yourself 1 hour a day and you will be amazed at what you build quickly. Right? And the weekly live coaching calls, like I said, if you can't be on the live training, just send in your material, your questions, whatever things you want me to review for you. Watch the replay. And the community is there whenever you want it, whenever you need it. It's always there, always on demand. Once your funnel is set up, then it works for you automatically, saving you a bunch of time on your marketing, right? Sending you the perfect leads, converting your clients on autopilot. What if you don't have tech skills, right? No tech skills are needed. I'm going to guide you through everything step by step. Look, you're not alone, okay? Like, I remember when my mom first wrote her first novel, she was terrified of typing in the computer. She thought for sure she'd hit something and like completely delete the whole computer. And now she has got so familiar with it. And I created a custom GPT for her as well. She even was able to edit her entire second book all on herself, on her own, right? So don't worry. I've created everything step by step. I've created the templates, the prompts, the checklists, everything for you. So you don't have to be tech smart to get started. If you can copy and paste, you can do this, right? If I can do it when I can barely breathe or think, you can do this. And with the Clever Dough AI, with Dough AI as your virtual assistant, it's going to guide you on the simplest way possible, right? Without the overwhelm. You don't need to be techy. You just need to be willing. You need to be willing. And then I'll make sure that you're never left behind. Now, you can succeed with or without being on camera. So like I mentioned before, you don't even have to be on camera. Now, on that note, you will build a stronger brand if your brand is based around you, if you are on camera. But if your brand is not based around you, no big deal. And if your brand is based on you, but you're not ready yet to be on camera, no big deal. You start off camera, just using slides and presentations and music and words. We find a way. All right. So you do not actually have to be on camera. I will help you, however, build up the confidence, if you so desire, to get you really confident on camera, where you actually look forward to editing yourself because you're like, yeah, I can do this. And it really honestly builds so much long-term loyalty with your leads that they stay with you for years. Like I said, I have customers from over 15 years ago who still are with me. Isn't that incredible? And you can do that as well. And remember, you don't need to be perfect. Perfect is not done. And the more real you are with your hair out of place and whatever, the more people are going to relate to you anyway. All right. So use it in your favor. All right. So flexible ways to make this fit your budget, because I know we're all in different places economically. I completely get it. Look, I was literally in the situation where we had $200 and we had over $1,400 in bills, and I didn't know how we were going to make that work, right? So I get it. I get it. And that's why I decided to have a payment plan and a 30-day guarantee, so that you can choose, if you want to save the extra $200, you can do the one-time payment. But if you need to stretch it over the monthlies, that's totally fine. And if you need to get started just for $347 today, go through it and then decide it's not actually good for you. You cancel, no big deal, refund. So I made it so that it was going to be doable for you. All right. And I want you to think about this. A year from now, if you don't do this, where will you be? I want you to factor that into the value here too. This is an investment in yourself, and I am pushing you because I have had, and I didn't have any choice over it, but I've had years where I wasn't able to work forward on my progression on my business. So if you are in the right moment right now, just do it. Stop putting it off. Okay. All right. And, let me just see here. And and you can start from zero. Like if you don't have your business already mapped out, you don't have a product already mapped out, we can find an affiliate product that aligns with what your passion is. Again, we want you to be working on something where you're excited every morning to get started, where you look forward to Mondays because it's something you really, really feel passionate about. And if you don't have a product like Donna didn't have a product yet, we can start building your tribe and we can start using your funnels to promote affiliate products. And that way you'll get to see, first of all, what products are people actually wanting to have? Like, what are they resonating with? So you know where your time and effort is best situated. You get to kind of validate, this sells, that doesn't, right? And you start earning money right away without having to deal with customer service and deliverability and all that stuff, because the affiliate products do that for you. It's a great way to get started. And that's why the first module is going to help you really fine tune your niche, validate that what you have is working. If you already have a product, validate that it is a product that people are actually desiring, how to possibly reframe it if needed, and so on. So we're going to explore all of that with you. All right. You want freedom, right? Not just another job. So you are more ready than you think. All right. Success doesn't have to have an age or a limit skill, like a skill limit. So my mother, she started writing her first novel in her 60s. She didn't start writing her second novel until in her 70s. Right. And so it's like, it doesn't matter. Colonel Sanders didn't start KFC until he was 65. Right. Don't let age be a limit. And the skill limit. My mom couldn't type on a computer. And so she actually started recording her book on an audio recorder on her walks, on her daily walks. She found a way. Don't let but this, but that is not going to give you success. You need to say, okay, the doctors told me I'm never going to work again. That's not going to work for me. I will find a way that is outside the norm of what they consider possible, right? You don't let it stop you. You find a way to make it work. That is what an entrepreneur does. And that's what you can do. I know you can. So evergreen funnels don't rely on trends. That's the other thing too, or youth or tech skills. I literally have students who are in their teens and I have students who are in their 80s. This works and they're in every single niche you can imagine. This simply works. All right. And you'll have the support every step of the way. You don't want to be left alone. I get that, because it's sometimes hard to motivate ourselves. So you have those weekly live calls. We have the community group that you can check in with. You can create collaborations with other students. And then you can get the answers you need to your specific questions. So everything all together, valued, including the membership of the program, over $25,000 total, but you get access to it today for just $347, because I want you to be able to get started. Get in, get your feet wet, build your funnel, make your first sale before the next monthly installment hits. How cool would that be, right? I even offer an affiliate program. You can literally get your funnel up and going, converting, and then refer a friend and make your income back. So this is it. All you have to do is go to cleverdough.com cleverdo.com/join, and you can be one of the next 15 students I am allowing into this last cohort before the end of the year. I will not be reopening this until next year sometime, and I honestly am not sure when that will exactly be, because as you can already hear, I'm already exhausting myself, and I want to save my energy for my students. So I've opened 15 spots for this next cohort of students, and if you are ready, grab your spot now. It will let you know on the page if it's already closed, and if it is, then please do sign the early bird list so I can let you know once it's ready for the next cohort, which may not be until later next year. So head over to cleverdo.com/join to grab your spot. Now, this is for you if you're an action taker. You're ready to follow a proven system and trust the process, okay? You're open-minded. You're willing to focus first and then make it your own once it's working, right? You're a solution finder. You take ownership, you find workarounds, and you don't give up. You're self-guided. You don't need hand-holding. You take what's given and you run with it. You're an online coach, a course creator, or an affiliate marketer, or you're just ready to step up and have your own online business, but you're not sure yet where to get started. We can help you with that. You're willing to test, to tweak, and learn, right? Like the fact that I have to learn to highlight the N, which is not bolded. Knowing that progress beats perfection, right? You encourage and lift up other people, adding value, building a business that serves and makes a difference, okay? You see yourself here, then you know this is exactly designed for you, okay? This is not for you if you give up easily, right? You get stuck in excuses. You need constant hand-holding, or you're stubborn or closed-minded. You're convinced, I already know everything, right? You chase get-rich-quick shortcuts instead of just building something that's going to last. You have no clear direction. You aren't ready to choose one, right? Though I do have some tools to help you if that is you. You resist feedback, or you ghost on communities, or you drain energy instead of adding to it, right? You expect instant results with no consistent effort. You're not here to take, or you're only here to take value, but not contribute or encourage, right? Others. You're not open and kind to families who are different than your own, right? This is a safe space for all of us entrepreneurs at whatever age we are, whatever ethnicity we are, whatever culture, whatever we are. I want everyone to feel safe and honored and supported. All right. But honestly, if you're still here watching this with me, this isn't you anyway. I know that. So I'm not worried. In short, this is for you if you truly understand that what we're building here is an evergreen system, one that you build once and it works for you over and over and over again. All right, for years to come. You're willing to put in the effort, right? Even though it's not hard effort, but you're willing to put it in to make this your reality. Okay. You know you deserve this. You know you deserve this. You know that you need to get your voice out there. You need to make your impression in the world, your positive change in the world. Your mission needs to get out there. You're going to help so many people. Who are you not to share what you can share and what you can help others with? It's selfish of us to not give ourselves. We feel like, oh, we're not good enough. We're not worthy enough. Who would want to learn from us? But really, how would you feel if I never showed this to you? How would you feel if whatever you had learned, they didn't bother teaching it to you? Do you hold it against me that I shared this with you? Of course not. Do you care if my hair is a mess or if I've got, wallpaper falling off in the background because my cat decided to scratch it, right? Do you care? No, you just wanted to know how to build an evergreen funnel. And I'm sharing it even though I'm losing lung power, right? That's what you care about. That's what your leads care about. So if that resonates with you, you already know this is for you. And I'm so excited to have you join. Again, the founder only Cleverdo AI bonus. So only this cohort of founders get free access to the entire Cleverdo AI app as soon as it's ready. And in the meantime, you already get access to the entire library of custom GPTs that I will be incorporating inside of the app, okay? The reason I wanted to create the app was so that it would streamline the process for you. So you wouldn't have to just go from one app to the next, but it would just naturally go to the next stage for you. I want to make things smooth and easy. And I wanted to make sure you could then customize the app so that it was around your business, your style, your way of talking. So I'm so excited about it. And, but yeah, it is only available during this session. All right. Enrollment is closing soon. I will be shutting down this video Sunday night, and I will not be reopening again until next year. And I don't know when. I don't have an ETA on that because it literally depends on how much energy I have and how many students I have in the program. And those students in the future are not going to get free access to Cleverdo AI and all of the GPTs. So if you're ready, do this now. Don't miss out on this, okay? Lifetime access, you lock in your special Cleverdo AI lifetime access, which I just said to you. So again, head over to cleverdo.com/join. Start today for just $347. Get your funnel built up and running, converting, earning income before your next installment comes in, or take advantage of saving an added $200 and just invest in the one-time only price of just $1,997. No future payments. And you get full access to all of these bonuses worth over $20,000, as well as lifetime free access to cleverdo.ai. All right. Now, before I continue on with that, let me just show you one thing. I want to just remove this for a second. I'm just going to share my screen. I want to show you what the checkout page looks like so that you can see it okay. All right, so that you understand. I believe you can see this. Let me just make sure here. And, oh, I have to add it to the stage. Select screen, this one. Oh, there we go. Allow, perfect. And then make sure it's added. There we go. All right. Okay. So this is what you'll get to when you, as soon as you head over to cleverdo.com/join, you're getting 50% off of the Founders Lifetime Access, right? Instead of $4,997, you get it for just one time, $1,997. Right? You can see on the side here all of your bonuses. You can read a bunch of the testimonials from other students in the program. And all you do is choose either the one-time, save that extra $200, or do the $347 today. It says $67. I'll have to go in and change that. And then 6 payments or 5 more payments of $347. So I apologize. I will change that. And if you get in for this, I will simply refund you the difference. Is that fair? Since I just noticed that glitch right now. That's just proof that this is actually live. So go ahead and claim either of those, and I will simply adjust the price for you once you are in. You are getting it for $347 today. All right. And let me just stop sharing that, bring you back in here. Perfect. Okay. So that's cleverdo.com/join. Go ahead and choose the option. This is 367, and I will adjust that for you on my end. And if all this did today was finally help you get your first Evergreen funnel working for you, would it be worth it? If it freed up more of your time so you could rest, heal, spend it with your family, making new memories with friends, would it be worth it? If it was to show you a proven, repeatable system that gives you clarity and confidence, would it be worth it, right? Then just, and this one was from my previous one, I was actually selling it for $197 monthly, ongoing. You are getting a much better deal. One time today of $347. Would that be worth it for you? And you get 30 days to try it out and change your mind. So you really do have 3 choices here. You can do nothing. And guess what? You get to stay exactly where you are, hoping and praying that things will change. But a year from now, things likely will still look the same, if you're honest, right? Or you can take what you learned today and then try to figure it all out yourself, right? I showed you what to do, and now I just need to learn how to do it all. And you can do that. I did it. It took me 15 plus years, but it is possible. So if that's where you're at right now, then just do that, right? You're going to get the notes. I'm going to put it in the comments for you so that you get the blueprint so you can follow this again. Or you can join our cohort right now. Join the Evergreen YouTube Marketing Mastery Program today. Follow the proven system. Get the trainings, the tools, the templates, all of the bonuses, the coaching, the personal coaching to build your Evergreen funnel. Get it up and running before your next installment even comes in, right? And I didn't even put a slide on here, but I do offer an affiliate program. So once this works for you and you're excited about it and you want to share this with others, you'll earn 40% of this. And so with just over 3 sales, you've already earned back more than your investment. So the decision is yours, but really there's only one that will get you the freedom, the momentum, and the conversions faster, okay? So again, everything you're getting today, it's your turn. Imagine a year from now, your Evergreen funnel is running. It's 24/7 on autopilot. You have leads, perfect leads coming in every single day. While you sleep, you're making sales. You're enjoying time with your family, your friends. You're really actually getting to live, right? Rather than working for your business. This is your chance to finally build a legacy business, right? One that you've always wanted. Just go to cleverdough.com/join and choose whichever option is going to work for you. As soon as this live stream is finished, I will go and adjust the pricing for you. So if you wanted to take the monthly, just give me 5 minutes. I'll fix that for you, or go ahead and grab it so that at least you grab the spots before the 15 are filled. And then I will just reimburse you the difference. No big deal. And I am so excited to have you as part of this next cohort. I'm so grateful that you took the time for yourself to learn this. It works. I am proof. My students are proof. This simply works, and it doesn't matter what niche. It doesn't matter what tech skills. It doesn't matter what age. It doesn't even matter if you don't have anything set up yet. We can get your foundation set up and then find the right product for you to promote, like Donna is doing, right? You're going to get your blueprint. I will put it in the link below. I'm pretty sure the link was just cleverdough.com/blueprint, but I will put it in the comments below for you. You know what? If today isn't the right time, that's okay. I really, truly hope you will take what I taught you today and use it. Please use it and then let me know how it works for you. But if today is the time for you to get the help that you need to get this up and running faster, I am so excited to meet you. I am so excited to welcome you into our community and see your funnel grow and have you as my next case study to present to others to show what is possible. That is why I open this up for founders, because I want to have more success studies to share with everyone. I know how powerful this is, and I can't wait to see you succeed. I believe in you. I truly do. And I know that your voice matters, that what you have will make a positive impact in the world. You just need to get up and running. You just need to overcome any of those thoughts that try to keep us safe, right? There's a lion around the corner. No, there's not. Just do it. There are no failures. There is only life lessons. You've got this. All right. So head over to cleverdough.com/join. I am so excited to meet you. JK to all exams. I see your message. Do you need a thumbnail designer? Not right now, but thank you for offering. That's very sweet. I'm letting you know that so that you know that this really is live. All right. Okay, I will see you over there. Actually, I'm going to give you some time. While this is running, I'm going to go and adjust the timing or the pricing for you. Let me share some testimonials from our current students and the experiences that they've had. I want you to see them. I'm going to start first with Mike Filsane. He did a training for his affiliate pages members. And on his training, he mentioned this system. And I thought it was really important. So I want to share what he had to say. So let me just remove this, and I'm going to put this up, and I'm going to let you hear this while I go and quickly adjust that price for you.
Amanda does great reviews. We might have Amanda on to show how, like, literally she did such a good review for courses.gg. I hope she doesn't kill me for saying this, but Go High Level reached out and offered her an exclusive deal to do content for them. That's how good she is at doing reviews. So doing a review like that is going to do something for you that affiliate pages can't do for you. It's creating an affiliate review on YouTube. And so YouTube is going to get its own traffic in conjunction with this. And then you could take that video and put it on your affiliate review page.
Sorry, I had my mic on. I said, I was blown away when Mike said this, and he sees the power of this, and he's now recommending this system to all of his affiliate pages members because he can see the power of what we're doing here. Now I'm going to introduce you to Connor and Christine. They're going to actually go behind the scenes on their YouTube channel, and they're going to show you everything that they've been experiencing. So here we go. Let's take Mike away.
Hey everyone, this is Connor.
And Christine
with Amelia Island Microgreens. And here's what it's like working with Amanda. She's been so incredible, and I just have to say, it's been such a joy. She's always that person that supports you and wants the best for you. And it's just like having a ray of sunshine in your life. It's so nice working with her. And not only is it nice and fun, it also gets results. When I started this channel, I had 86 subscribers, and I am now at 717 subscribers.
When did you start?
I started about 6 months ago, so it hasn't been a long period of time. And my viewer count has, what is it, like quadrupled.
Why don't you go take a look?
Yes, let's do that. She's helped me figure out what kind of thumbnails I need, what kind of titles, words, all of that stuff she helps you create. So now you can see in my analytics, this is the year that I've had. So in the beginning, you can see it's been very slow. And then right where it starts to pick up along here, that is where Amanda has come into play and supported.
Yeah, what I love to see, it just is on an upward trend. And right here in the last 90 days, you can see that even though Connor was sick and then traveling here and posting no videos, he still has traffic. It's so exciting.
And you can see 501% more views in the last 365 days.
So you can see that he's added 631 subscribers, and Connor's had a few videos, like here's one about 2,500 views.
5,000 views right
here.
Look
at this. How exciting is that?
And not only is there a lot of views on this, there's 111 subscribers. So what'll happen is you'll get some of these videos that go viral, and those are the ones that are going to get you a high subscriber count, high watch time hours, and high views. And those are the ones that are going to propel your videos forward. And using the formula that Amanda has for creating your video, creating those thumbnails, and creating the keywords are key, and Amanda is excellent at those. So you can see all of this here. She uses a system that she created and leverages AI to make this super simple, super easy. I got this done in like 30 minutes, and I now have a system that I can use for every single one of my videos.
She also has a GPT she wrote that will help you load in the information super simple, and it gives you all of the context to send out to all your socials. Sharing on socials makes it so much easier.
And on top of that, you'll notice that you can see some of my videos are here, like right here. Let's see, here. She uses a system that she'll talk about in her course that will get it so that you can see your videos all along there, and so will your viewers.
So our recommendation, I would 100% recommend Amanda Vandergulik for learning how to do your YouTube promotions.
For sure. And she's done this before. She's gotten a viral video that was so incredible. You can still see it when you search up how to bake a cake. So she knows what she's doing, and she knows how to get you to that same level.
Thank you, Amanda. We love you.
Thank you. Love you.
Oh, I love Connor and Christine. They've been such rock stars. I changed the page for you, so let me just show you. Let me just remove Connor and Christine there, and there you can see that I have now updated the price so that it matches. So you can choose the one time of $1,997 where you save an extra $200, or you start today for $347 and then just 5 future payments of $347, and then that's it. You've got it for life, and that includes full access, full free access to Clever Dough AI for your lifetime. And in here you can also see about the credits for the AI usage, and we'll get that all set up super easy for you. My AI credits range it's about what, $15-$20 a month that I use for all my AI, and I use a lot. So we're going to get it set up super affordable for you. So I wanted just to show that. And now I want you to meet. All right. So here is Donna. Have a listen to Donna's experience so far.
I've been an online marketer for a number of years, so I know a thing or two when it comes to YouTube and SEO and traffic. But when I wanted to start a new channel for just myself and for my art business, before I did, I went to Amanda for her advice. And I was so excited to hear about her Evergreen YouTube marketing course. Now, even though I don't have anything to sell right now, I wanted to make sure I started off my channel right. So I just implemented her strategies 2 weeks ago. And since then, my channel has grown. In fact, the most exciting part of it is opening up the YouTube app in the morning, every morning, just to check on my number of subscribers. And every morning it has ticked up since I started her strategy. I really can't wait to see where I'm going to be a year from now. And thank you so much, Amanda, for all of your great advice. Oh, one more thing. I said I didn't have anything to sell right now, and that's true. But if I was out of ideas for what to sell, Amanda is the person to go to. She is constantly giving me ideas, things that she sees, sending me links to information. And I see her doing this with her other members in her course too. If there's something that she sees that could be beneficial to you, she thinks about you and she sends it to you. And that is really awesome. And I don't know if she's going to be able to give you that level of personal care for long, because she is definitely going to blow up with this course. It is fantastic. So be sure to do everything that Amanda tells you to do. I couldn't be more pleased with all of the results that I've gotten in just 2 weeks.
All right. So thank you, Donna. That was amazing. She is such an inspiration for me, and just such a great student. I am going to now introduce you to Paul. I've spoken about Paul a couple of times on today's presentation. And so this is what Paul has experienced so far. I'm so proud
Found
of him.
Amanda's program. I was really hoping for a second chance to actually do the work. I'd taken similar courses before, but I never followed through, and I missed out on feedback and motivation. This time I wasn't going to let that happen, especially since I had the chance to join her beta group. The course is all about YouTube SEO and creating videos people actually watch and engage with. And for me, YouTube felt like the perfect platform to promote Medfire Media. It's the second biggest search engine and the first place people go to learn anything. Honestly, being in the live beta group was a huge draw. I knew I'd get the extra help from Amanda. Plus, she already had proven success on YouTube. One of her videos has over 7 million views. Even her free warm-up course, packed with value. So I knew the full course would be next level. And I was right. Amanda delivers all the time with so much enthusiasm and generosity. My biggest win was learning to persevere. Amanda always says, perfect is not done, and it's true. I had to push past a lot of little roadblocks, camera issues, audio, editing, even uploading to YouTube. But just getting it done instead of getting stuck That was the game changer for me. Halfway through, I realized I needed to start over to get it right. And surprisingly, the second time was faster and easier because the course is so methodical. Amanda's custom ChatGPT tools covering everything from niche research to keywords, thumbnails, and scripting made the process smooth. Changing course didn't slow me down. In fact, it let me start publishing my full 10-part video series right from the first weekly momentum call. How I feel now compared to when I started? Exhausted and exhilarated at the same time. Seeing people watch my videos all the way to the end is amazing. Amanda's scripts keep viewers engaged the whole way through. I feel proud of what I've created and grateful that I pushed through. Don't even hesitate. Just do it. This course is exceptional. I've done others and nothing compares. Amanda doesn't hold anything back. She shares the real strategies that others keep to themselves. And the skills you pick up go way beyond YouTube. It's honestly the best investment you can make if you're serious about growing on the platform. The biggest thing it revealed to me was confidence through action. I started unsure about the tech, about whether anyone would even watch. But the moment I saw my first series live and people actually engaging with it,
All right. Thank you, Paul, for that. Sorry, I'm not sure why it cut off at the end there. But yeah, he's been such a rock star. I'm so proud of him. And he really did hit every single tech issue you can possibly think of. And so many people would have given up, but he knew, just follow the process, just trust the process, just keep going forward. So if he can do it, if I can do it, you can absolutely do this. Here is Toi and her experience.
My name's Thuy. I'm Vietnamese, and my job is to teach English for Vietnamese people. When I first joined Amanda's course, I wasn't sure exactly what to expect. But honestly, it's been such a game changer. Everything is so strategic and well structured, but also super easy to follow. Pretty quickly, I started seeing changes. My channel now looks clean, professional, and I'm creating videos way faster than before. The scripts Amanda teaches us have these amazing hooks and calls to action that actually keep people watching, which I love. What I've been really hoping for is that the right viewers, people who need my content, will find my channel, get the solutions they're looking for, and that I can actually grow this into a real online business. And I'm already starting to see that path taking shape. Right now, I've just launched my first 10-part video series using what I've learned from the course. And I feel confident. I don't have to overthink. I just follow the steps, create, and keep going. If you're on the fence about working with Amanda, let me tell you, she gives you everything. Her heart. She's the kind of coach who actually
All right. Again, not sure why it's cutting off the end. But here, I'd like you to meet Tony.
It became apparent to me that I really needed to become proficient in using YouTube for online marketing, not only to attract customers for myself, but also to help others succeed in promoting their products and services. When I saw Amanda van der Gulik's success and got to know her, it was obvious that I needed to learn from her. She has this amazing multidisciplinary approach that intertwines marketing, finance, technology, and consumer behavior, which made her program stand out from many others. Since joining, one of my biggest breakthroughs has been AI. I had some prior knowledge about AI, but Amanda really showed me how to apply it in a way that significantly increased my productivity. On top of that, her passion for evergreen YouTube marketing shines through everything she teaches. She blends so many different methods and techniques, which makes the program incredibly rich, and she sure does underpromise and overdeliver. Now I'm on a path that will bring me the success I'm looking for, and if a friend asks me about it, I tell them without a doubt right now.
Yes, it definitely does not want to play the ends, but I still really appreciate that they shared these testimonials with you. Here's the next one.
Hi, I'm Connor Hebel, founder of Amelia Island Microgreens. And what I was looking for when I found Amanda's video course is a way to reach my target audience and to be able to move them from what are microgreens, because so many people don't know what microgreens are, which is the biggest challenge to get past, to educate them, and then to be able to move them into the sale. Which for anything, it's tricky to move them into the sale, but when they are educated, that is such a big challenge. And so what I'd find when I'd go to vendor markets is it would take me 5-10 minutes before people would even know if they wanted to buy my product. When I go on YouTube and I share what I'm talking about, I don't have to spend one-on-one time with every single person. And so when I work with YouTube, instead of spending one-on-one time, I spend one to thousands, and it saves me so much time and energy. I was also looking for a way to just increase my sales, and doing YouTube has really helped. I've started to get people who have reached out and bought my kits because they saw me on YouTube. In fact, I was talking to a friend who had a friend and they were like, "You're on YouTube, aren't you?" They knew me from YouTube and I had never met them before. So what made me say yes and join? Well, I was trying everything to find that thing that would work. Throw all the spaghetti against the wall. And a lot of things didn't. A lot of things didn't pan out, but I put in the work to make them work. And this was one of the things that really did make a difference. Not only do my customers start to reach out to me, I also have people reaching out to me from my videos, wanting to do collaborations, wanting to work with me. And that is really huge. I was working with an incubator that was looking to launch my product. And one of the things that they found is that when you search up reptile microgreens, I am the #1 person that comes up. And they have affiliations with Petco. And so they were saying, since you're ranking #1, we want to get Petco involved because they're interested in the fact that you're ranking #1. When you rank #1, your credibility goes significantly up. So what's one win or breakthrough that I've experienced? Well, if you're in this place of, I don't even know if I can do this, I am so terrified to do videos, I spent a whole year to make just 10 videos a year. And the reason is I was so terrified of being in front of the camera. I would literally start sobbing and my hands would shake. I was just in full meltdown because I was terrified of being on camera. About 5 years ago, I couldn't even get on the phone for more than 1 minute. And it took quite a while to get past that fear, that limiting belief that I had. And Amanda was there supporting, being so encouraging throughout and knowing that I can do it. And that's the reason why I was able to get through that challenging period of time, is because I had someone there gently, kindly encouraging me to move forward and to do it. And so after that year, I got my 10 videos up. The first video got over 4,000 views. Not everyone's first video is going to do that, just know that, but it can. And from there, I'm now able to film videos, like 5 videos in a day. In fact, today I just filmed 6 videos and I'm now filming this one. And so that saying of what you can get done in a year, you can now get done in a day is so true. And so if you're feeling afraid, just know that this is possible. and your stats will significantly rise over time. I absolutely love the YouTube platform, and it has been my favorite of all the social media platforms. I've been in business for 6 years now, and I have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and YouTube. YouTube is my favorite, and it's the one that's made the biggest impact. So I highly recommend going with Amanda. She is a huge ray of sunshine, and she is the reason why I do my videos today. Because if I was with anyone else, I would not have gotten as far as I did. So go with Amanda. It is worth it. It's worth every.
All right, I think he was going to say Penny. Again, it decided to cut him off. Thank you so much, Connor. It has been such a joy seeing your channel grow and seeing your business grow. He's such an amazing student and role model. So one last one. I've got Umberto here. Hopefully it will play properly for you. And if not, I will also link in the comments below when I send you the link to the blueprint, which I'll grab while you watch this last one. I'll also grab the link to the playlist of all the full testimonials and case studies so you can see them with the proper quality, because yeah, tech is still having its way today. Here we go. This is Umberto.
I found this program, oh my God. It was like going into a dark room, but you're trying to find your way out. What I mean by that is that I tried so many programs. I mean, so many, I don't know how much money I spent. And basically, they didn't teach what I was hoping for. When I met Amanda, I saw her on YouTube. It caught my attention about the fact that she was in a coma, and to her surprise, when she came out of coma, she was still making the money. So that was the thing that really surprised me. It was amazing. So I decided I gotta meet this lady. And she surprisingly was like family. Oh my God, this is what I'm looking for. And I was stuck. I didn't know how to come out of that. Till I found Amanda in her Evergreen YouTube marketing system. She told me, hey, Humberto, here is where the light switch is. And she turned on the light. What happens, because I knew what I was doing. I was comfortable. I felt comfortable with Amanda. And to my surprise, she gave me exactly what I was looking for and more. Why? Because she is the gift that keeps on giving. She gave me so many resources. Oh my God. I just couldn't believe it. She gave me so much. So that was surprising. She teach me the process and how to get to YouTube and how to get to my ideal clients. I really thank Amanda for all of this. I mean, it's going to change my life, but I'm very sure it's going to change my family's life. I wasn't confident on the gurus out there because what I saw that they gave me absolutely was not one. It wasn't a thing. So Amanda has given me the confidence that I need. She tells me, yes, you can open them well. She guides me softly. And she says, but first, step by step, do this first, then the next step, and you get things. Amanda told me, you don't have to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. Just go ahead and do it. And the faster you do it, the better you'll be. If you see my first videos, I wasn't that great. So I was my first critic, and look what I am right now. So I'm very confident, and if I follow the step-by-steps Amanda has given me, that yes, I'm going to be uncomfortable on camera sometimes, and it's not going to be perfect, but that's what I'm hoping for. I don't want people looking at me as being perfect, because they are going to be scared. They want to see that I'm not perfect, so that they can see that they can do. That's something that I know from this system. Oh yes, my whole life changed. A lot more energy, but I didn't feel that energy before. It wasn't that I wasn't confident. As I told you before, I wasn't confident in the system they were showing. But as soon as she showed me with clarity what is it that I had to do, and how it's not that difficult, and how AI can go with. To all those listening, if you are considering joining this program, is the right thing to do. The decision that you make in just 1 minute can change the rest of your life. Amanda is the real person. She has all the knowledge that you need. She cares and she wants to help you out, and she shows it every single day. You have to do your work. Don't get me wrong, you have to work, but she's there for you. You just jump. Just jump. Like it says, just do it Okay, and you are going to be happy 6 months from now. You're going to be on a different path. Your path is going to be, well, oh my God, how easy this is. Oh, I'm enjoying the fruit. Those fruits come from those seeds that Amanda put in you. Because she knows that there's a lot of mental blocks, a lot of issues that come around. And she tells you, okay, here's what's happening. So the way for you to jump over this block is by doing this and this and this. So just don't sweat it out and do this little, very small step, and you'll get to the next side. So why wait? What you can do in 1 minute and really change your life, go for this system right now. I promise you, it won't disappoint you. Amanda has the experience and she has her system. You don't have to stay behind. Say, hey, but I don't have a movement. I don't have a skill. I don't have the experience. I don't have this and that and that. None of those excuses apply here because she is good enough. She has, and I'm living proof. I've seen people that Amanda has trained that has used her system.
All right. Thank you, Umberto. And again, it cut off. Not sure what's going on other than the tech gods clearly are trying to stop you guys from accessing all of this. So I am so looking forward to having you join this cohort of students and having you as one of our success case studies on the next cohort that I will open up later on next year. And yeah, if today is the day, grab one of the remaining spots. Don't wait. If you don't act now, things won't change. It's simply that simple. And it feels like I am trying to push you into this. It's because I am. I needed someone to push me. And when I got pushed, I did it and I saw results. And when I didn't get pushed, I just wasted time. I don't want you wasting time. I know this will work for you. And again, you've got 30 days to have a look, give it started, set up your funnel. And whether or not you stay in the program or not, you can have a full refund and you still have a funnel in place. So it's a win-win. I'm super excited. And thank you so much for being here. Go to cleverdough.com/join. You can start today for just one payment of $347 and then just 5 more payments of $347. Or you can save an additional $200 and go for the one-time price of just $1,997. Again, I do offer a 40% commission for my students. And so once you have your funnel up, it is attracting your perfect leads and it is converting them into your dream clients. If you want to share this program with others, then with just a few shares, you will have your investment back. But of course, within a couple of weeks, you'll have a funnel in place and that will have paid back your investment. So I'm super excited. I can't wait to meet you in the group and have you on our next live training. I'm excited and thank you so much. I'll see you inside. I'll head over to cleverdough.com/join. See you there.